Round 1. Fight!
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Tournament Fights, episode 117. This is Best Movies of 2014, Part 2. We already had Part 1 on Monday, so the Sweet 16 from that episode has already been determined. It'll be in the championship on Friday, and then we'll determine another Sweet 16 tonight that will join them in the championship for a half bracket on Friday. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm upstairs, so got the shirt on from my boy Theo Vaughn from this past weekend. If you're not familiar, that's like his kind of pump up message. We're like, if your wife's downstairs doing the dishes, she's like, honey, can you come downstairs with the dishes? Oh, sorry, honey, I can't. I'm upstairs. Or can you go pick up little Beth from school today? I can't, honey. I'm upstairs. So that's his little thing. He makes kind of weird like analogies. He's interesting, but I like him. I'm a fan. But anyways, I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll go ahead and we'll introduce our crew for tonight. So we have joining us Chris Scott, the Casablanca Kid.
What's up, buddy?
Dude,
I'm glad to be part of here for part 2. I think it's going to be interesting to see what kind of goes through. Yeah. We have some bangers, no doubt, man.
Yeah, I mean, we get a double dose of Chris this week, so that's cool. You can be here twice. So.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here, dude.
Yeah, for sure. And then also joining us, we have Steven Shepard. How's it going, Steven?
What's up, Steven?
Hey, yep. 2014 was a great year for movies, although I do have a lot of blind spots on this particular list.
Yeah, same here. And also, like we were noticing, we were putting it together. Yeah, like it actually is a really good year because a lot of previous years you got to go through a lot of stinkers, like when we're doing the matchup, but not so much this year. Like a lot better and tougher matchups. So yeah. But we also have joining us Brian Nussbaum. Hey.
Hey, I agree. 2014 not a bad year for stinkers. They had pretty solid good list. The other years we done like a lot of stinkers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it'll be the four of us for right now, and we should have Michael Wolfman Wyndham coming in soon. He's just getting off of work. So, but yeah, and Malcolm was Lay, who's here quite often, was nice enough to put together the bracket. I'll be running it because he got called into work tonight. He meant to be here, but he had to go take care of work. So, but yeah, I'll explain to you guys how it's going to work for anyone who might be tuning in and might not be as familiar. Basically, it's just a tournament of 64. We'll have 64 movies from 2014 with some holdovers. So actually, before I get too far, I'm going to read off what will be the holdovers, because the ladder series means some movies from previous years that we have covered before. So we've started at 2022. We've been working our way down. So the ones that you might see Spotlight, The Kingsman, The Secret Service, Creed, The Night Before, which the night before was an oopsie that we forgot to include it in the 2014 tournament. So we rectified that.
The 2015 tournament.
Yeah, the 2015. Yeah. So we decided to throw it in there. We also have let's see, Top Gun Maverick making it. Mad Max. Left. Yeah, the only 22. We have Mad Max Fury Road. We have Paddington, that damn bear's back again.
Paddington's amazing.
Yeah. We have The Final Girls, which was another oopsie that we forgot. So we threw it in here. And then Sicario and The Hateful Eight. So yeah, you can watch for those ones. So they might show up. Some might have already showed up if you saw the Monday's episode. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's gonna work. And I was gonna just shout out my good friend Sarah. She's been tuning in pretty consistently.
Thank you, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. We appreciate that. And if you're watching, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, and definitely do that. That really helps us out. Or say hi in the chat, or let us know what you think
Disagree
about
with our takes.
Yeah, right.
The hot takes.
And let us know what you think. If you agree with us, if you disagree with all of that. But to continue with the explanation, so the tournament of 64, and you just vote round by round till we determine winner. There are no seeding. Everything's randomized. We throw everything into the randomizer. So you get some pretty crazy matchups even in the first round. And you do have to vote no matter what. Even if you haven't seen both of the matchups, you just come up with any reason. You can vote because you really like one, and you can vote against one that you dislike. You can vote because you really like the poster. You can just make up some random reason.
Spite votes.
Like spite votes. Like we like to have some fun here and kind of mix it up. So yeah. And then I'll go ahead and I'll bring up our bracket here. Give me 1 second. Should be popping up here.
There we go.
All right. There we go. And let's see. And there's one thing left to say before we get started. Let's do this.
We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do? It's showtime.
What do you say we cut the chit-chat a-hole?
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
Let's do this, Schmidt.
Yeah. Just like we always do, Jenkins.
Jenkins, Jacob. Oh, sorry.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
I mean, come on, I just don't see a problem here. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped.
You serious?
All right. And then also, too, as the snack hero, I'm just going to point out, if you have this in your area, go get some C4. I got the orange slice flavor, which is actually kind of harder to find. So whenever I find that I try to pick some of it up, and I cut it with some actual orange juice. So that's kind of pretty tasty. So I need some energy,
good old,
definitely.
Watermelon.
Major melon.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. It's good stuff. So yeah, but we always start with the person at the bottom of the ladder. So tonight that will be Brian, and we'll go ahead and we'll move it over and see our first matchup here. We got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes up against the Maze Runner. I think that's the first one, the original. So
I think so. It's the first one came out, J 14.
I'm gonna really zoom it in. Maze Runner. Yep, it is. Yep, the first one. Okay. It was really tiny writing. I had to like zoom it in there. But yeah. So Brian, which one you want to go for?
I'm going to go with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen the Maze Runner series, so Dawn of the Planet of the Apes for me.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven, what do you think?
This is really easy because the only Maze Runner movie I actually liked was Death Cure. And Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is actually great. So I'll go with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Chris.
And I'll go with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes as well. I think the movie's solid. It's definitely a lot better than Maze Runner. Maze Runner is okay, but it's a teen adult film.
Young adult.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, for me, that Dawn of the Planet of the Apes poster has two things I'm not that fond of. It has Jason Clarke, which
love Jason Clarke. Jason Clarke could play.
Let's say what you want about him,
really
and then and then also the monkeys with human characteristics. Get out of here. Just be a monkey. Don't be a human. Like, come on. Yeah, it does have apes on.
You're not all about the Planet of the Apes movie, sir?
No, so I'll be the lone vote for the Maze Runner. I actually really champion that franchise. That's probably my favorite young adult franchise to ever be made into movies. So
I think Austin likes it too, I believe, and I was thinking.
Yeah. He's a big fan.
Maze Runner.
Yeah, they're actually really good. I think they get better and better with each movies. So this is like my least favorite of the three, but it's still a solid movie for sure. But
I do agree that they do get better with each movie.
Yeah.
Still, the only one I liked was Death Cure, the third one.
Yeah, and especially when they have, I always forget the guy's name. They always call him Greenie or whatever. But he's fun. and then also like once they actually get into the maze, it actually like really ramps up. But yeah, it'll be Dawn for now. We have Pawn Sacrifice going up against Top Gun Maverick.
That's easy.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, probably pretty easy. We can make it quick. I think I know where it's going, but Steven, what do you think?
I haven't seen Pawn Sacrifice, but I want to because it's directed by Ed Zwick, who I'm a huge fan of because of movies like Glory and Courage Under Fire and Legends of the Fall, The Siege, The Last Samurai, Blood Diamond.
Yeah, he's got a pretty great filmography. Like, I never really like gone through it like that.
The second Jack Reacher movie, I think, is underrated, but I haven't seen Pawn Sacrifice. So I'll go with Top Gun Maverick, like everyone else probably will.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you think?
I've never heard of Pawn Sacrifice, and it looks really good. But definitely my vote is going to go to Top Gun Maverick. That movie's a masterpiece.
Yeah. Well, I think Pawn Sacrifice, I haven't seen it either, but it's about like a young Bobby Fischer, but like playing chess and stuff. So you got Tobey Maguire and Liev Schreiber in there, and Peter Sarsgaard. So yeah, it looks good. I haven't seen it though, but so I'll vote for Top Gun Maverick because that movie rules. That like I think that it's well, I won't say way better than the original, but it's better though. It is, yeah. So
you might not, but I will.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think a lot of people would, but what do you think, Brian?
Top Gun Maverick is easy. I never heard Paul Sacrifice. Top Gun Maverick is my top 5 of last year. So Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, it's in my top 5 too. So I think it's in most people's top 5 of last year. So yeah, Top Gun Maverick. All right. We got Selma up against the Hateful Eight.
Ooh,
right.
Okay.
Yeah. So this time it'll be Chris first. So
I hate The Hateful Eight. It's one movie from a Tarantino that cannot stand. It is one of the most boring movies in the world. You have a ridiculous cast that you're wasting away in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Put me to sleep. Okay. Selma, sure. I'll go with Selma just because, well, it's probably pretty good, but I hate The Hateful Eight.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Good thing Austin's not here because that's like.
Oh, I know. It's his favorite movie of all time.
Yeah. It literally is, yeah. But for me, yeah, like I do like The Hateful Eight. I think that like it's probably like one of the ones that ranks lower on my list for Tarantino. I mean, yeah, they're just like all in this cabin. There's a little bit that happens before. I like I'm trying to remember her name. It's like Jennifer Jason Leigh. Is that it? But yeah, so she's good in it, and then Kurt Russell, and then a lot of the interesting characters show up. But yeah, there's not a ton going on. But and Selma's really good too. I think David Oyelowo, or however you pronounce it. He does a great job, and they're both really good. But I think I'll still give it to The Hateful Eight. Yeah. Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Selma on this one. I quite enjoy that one. It's a great biopic on Martin Luther King. You got Oprah Winfrey there, Giovanni Ribisi, Cooper Gooding Jr., Tim Roth, a good cast. And yeah, let's see Selma move on this round.
Yeah, like this would be Austin's like he would like even more vote for The Hateful Eight because he hates Giovanni Ribisi. He's like this guy.
Austin's not here, Rika.
Oh, I love Giovanni Ribisi. Oh.
He's like this damn guy keeps showing up in everything. Like for me, I always remember him from Friends when he plays Phoebe's brother, and when they're having the like babies and he's like running out of there, like it's a boy, it's a like whatever, or it's a girl, yeah.
I think his most memorable role was in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah, for sure. But Steven, what are you gonna go for?
Unfortunately, I haven't seen Selma. It's one of those movies that I would have wanted to check out for tonight that I didn't get to. But, it looks great. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
It's an important story. So even though The Hateful Eight is not one of my favorite Tarantino movies, I would probably rank it somewhere in the middle. But it's still really good. So I'll go for the Hateful Eight.
Tie, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't really understand how Ava DuVernay she directed Selma. Then she wanted to do a freaking Wrinkle in Time. That movie was like one of the worst movies of all time, like ever made. Like that movie sucks.
Well, every had one bad movie, so
yeah, I don't know what happened there, but she had a bad day. So, but we do have a tie. So the tiebreaker goes to Brian. So what do you want to put through?
Let's go Selma on this one.
Yeah, so we can
goodbye, Hateful Eight.
You can hear it from Austin because he will be here for the championship. He'll be back. So
Wolfman
you can hear why.
Furious
Yeah, you can hear him get pissed about the Hateful Eight, but that's fine. But oh yeah, shout out Malcolm in the chat. There's another Giovanni Beset, and then my brother Cade is in the chat. What's up, Cade?
What's up, Cade?
Captain America Winter Soldier, which will be coming up eventually. So yeah, but we have Tusk.
Will it, or was it on yesterday? Because I don't remember seeing that on the list.
It was on yesterday. I actually think maybe that it did show up on Monday's show. Yeah, so it'd already be in the championship. So yeah, but Tusk up against the Box Trolls. So it depends how big of a Kevin Smith fan you are if you actually like Tusk. So and I'm first. And actually, I've never seen it. I've never seen Tusk, and I've actually never seen the Box Trolls either. And like, I'm a huge Coco fan, and like a lot of people, like I don't know if this is the one that they
like
to that.
Like it's like us. So
okay, no, I'm thinking of another movie that's about the Day of the Dead. It's not Box
The
Trolls.
Book of something.
Book of Life.
Yeah, I was thinking of the
that
Book
was
of
on yesterday. Or not
of Life because I actually have seen the Box Trolls. So yeah, so the Book of Life I haven't seen, but yeah, I do remember like it's a really cool animation style, really creepy. I can't remember who directed it, but it almost seems like a Tim Burton-ish like style. I don't think it's him, but yeah, and I think just because I haven't seen Tusk, but I really do want to see it. I want to see everything Kevin Smith has done, and I'm a big fan of Justin Long, but and like some like creepy kind of body horror that they have in it. But I'm gonna go with the Box Trolls just because it's the one that I've seen. It was decent, and I wasn't in love with it, but I thought that it was good. So yeah, Brian.
Going with Box Trolls, an animated guys, so Box Trolls for me. They have the same cast. You got Ben Kingsley, Elle Fanning, D. Bradley Baker, Steve Bloom, Tony Collette, Jared Harris, Nick Frost, Richard Ayoade, Tracy Morgan, and Simon Pegg. A great cast.
Yeah, it's a really good voice cast.
And plus, I didn't recognize that was Ben Kingsley as the villain. I didn't recognize at all his voice until I saw the end credits.
Yeah, and that's cool. So yeah. Well, Steven, what do you think?
I haven't seen either of the two. I think I'd be a little bit more interested in Tusk, so I'd go with Tusk.
Yeah. Well, Chris.
Tusk just looked so weird. Like,
yeah, it looks weird.
Just super like, it was almost super artsy. Like I don't know. Yeah,
you get slowly transformed into a walrus or something.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it, I guess, since I'm doing more of these like reviews. So I'm realizing that I really need to watch everything, even if I don't, even if something I'm not gonna feel for it. I just gotta give it a try.
Yeah,
but the Box Trolls is a decent movie. It's fun. It's not a blockbuster. You know, I'm gonna give some love to Box Trolls.
Yeah. So it'll be the Box Trolls moving on. So cool.
Oh wow!
Like in there.
Was it a tire or?
Well, so no, I don't think so. You voted for the Box Trolls, and then Chris and
Box Trolls,
and so did I. I voted for Box Trolls.
Okay, my mistake.
Yeah.
According to Malcolm, Captain America: The Winter Soldier didn't make the championship.
Oh, maybe it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Like we're actually talking about that it got beat up, but I think the Fincher one with Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Yeah, Gone Girl. Yeah, got.
I I
by
like Gone Girl,
Gone
but I
Girl,
would
yeah.
have gone with Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I agree with.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone on this episode were like gung ho, Gone Girl. It was like
Well,
it was like a Gone Girl fan fest.
well, Gone Girl kind of has a special meaning to me because I saw it right after a really bad breakup, and it kind of like helped me out. It's the first time that I went to the theater alone in like about 6 years. So yeah, but
I didn't cry.
yeah, and then cried. No. But we have Still Alice going up against Frank. So
Still Alice, co-starring Jordan's favorite actress.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart. Ugh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that one, so I know not to vote for. But it'll be Brian first. So
yeah, I have never seen Frank. Based on the poster, I'll go with Still Alice.
Yeah, Steven, what do you think?
Frank just looks weird. Also look like Tusk. Also looks just weird. And I do like Michael Fassbender a lot, who plays the title character. But
Yeah.
I think even though Still Alice doesn't look like it would be a fun movie to watch, since I believe it's about Alzheimer's, right? She's got Alzheimer's.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But it is the movie that won Julianne Moore Best Actress, so I'll give it to Still Alice.
Yeah. Well, Chris.
Well, I was trying to look these movies up. Frank, I don't know anything about that poster, but I mean, I do like Julianne Moore. She's an amazing actress, so I'll go with that.
Yeah, and like I was just reading up about these. Like Frank doesn't really seem like a movie that would even really interest me. It's about a musician who just wears like a giant head thing, and when they perform, and they perform as like a band, and they're getting ready to record their first album or something like that. But yeah, just kind of interesting. But it has Michael Fassbender, Domhnall Gleeson, Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's got like a decent little cast, but like I mean, for much as I don't really like voting for Kristen Stewart, I think Still Alice though, like it actually seems like one I would probably check out because Julianne Moore, she was nominated for Best Actress, and like if you ever known anyone who's had Alzheimer's or dementia or any of that stuff, it's a really heartbreaking thing. Like I think Bruce Willis just diagnosed early.
He was
dementia, which is really sad. So yeah, but so yeah, I'm gonna go for Still Alice. Yeah.
Penguins of Madagascar beat What We Do in the Shadows.
Hell
yeah,
yes.
What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yes. Well, we had Chris here. He's a big Penguins guy.
So. Oh my god!
And everyone else on this show voted for Penguins, by the way. Okay,
I would agree with that.
Well, not in that matchup. I voted
Jordan.
For
Jordan was
What We
the
Do in
only
Shadows.
like
I
We Do in
did.
the Shadows.
Yeah. So,
I haven't even seen What We Do in the Shadows, but no, then again, I haven't seen March of the Penguins, Penguins in Madagascar either.
Are you shitting me? That's one of the greatest movies ever made. What?
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't know about the greatest. No.
I didn't think I would
Not
go
by
that
long
hard
shot.
on it.
Yeah.
I was not trying to.
But we have $1 Million Arm up against Cake. So
did you get McDonald's? These are $8, Steven?
Yeah. Well, it'll be Steven first. So
would you ask?
Did you get McDonald's with your $7?
Oh no.
$8. I'm sorry, $8.
I haven't gotten the money yet because I just paid him for more.
Sorry.
He's talking about I got a Mega Millions ticket yesterday and I won $8.
Oh really? Oh nice. You won $8. That's something. Yeah.
Yeah, except
Probably
I spent $9.
Oh, you did $9. Oh shoot! So you still lost.
But of this, I like a lot of those Disney sports movies. I haven't seen $1 Million Arm, but I'll still go with it.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think?
So I don't know anything about either one of these movies, but I'm gonna just go out the fact that I think Jennifer Aniston is hot, and I don't have anything idea about Cake at all. Like it could be a horrible movie, but I'm gonna go with Cake for that reason.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a horrible movie.
Yeah, well, I think Cake is like a big dramatic role for her. Like I've never seen it, but from the synopsis here, it just says after having visions of a member of her support group who killed herself, a woman, Jennifer Aniston, who also suffers from chronic pain, seeks out the widower, who's played by Sam Worthington of the Suicide. So yeah,
Okay,
it seems
that's a totally
Yeah.
different role for her.
yeah, and it's also got Anna Kendrick in there. I think that's only and William H Macy, he's in there too. But
I mean, she was talked about as possibly getting an Oscar nomination. Didn't happen, but I do remember she was in the
yeah, I
conversation.
remember that too. Yeah, and I think $1 Million Arm's really good too because.
But I do like $1 Million Arm. Can I go be serious about this? Sorry.
yeah.
I'll do $1 Million Arm. Okay, it is a good movie.
Okay, well, yeah, $1 Million Arm. Like, I remember seeing it in theaters, and it's really solid because it's just John Hamm. He's a recruiter for this baseball team, but he goes to India and he gets these cricket players, and he doesn't really know anything, but he thinks maybe they have some kind of like solution to it. And then you have Alan Arkin in there and Bill Paxton in there too before he passed away, so he's in there. Lake Bell too is like his love interest kind of.
Oh yeah, the movie's so good. Yes.
Yeah, so the movie's good, and like I'm almost tempted to vote for Cake. I just wish that I had seen it, but like it is one on this movie or on this tournament that I really want to see though. But I think I gotta go $1 Million Arm. Yeah. Brian.
John Hamm's Cake. I'll go with $1 Million Arm this run. I like the I like the Disney sports films that they come up with. So I'll go with $1 Million Arm.
Yeah, like usually Disney has some pretty solid sports movies. So, Steven?
You went first, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it'll be $1 Million Arm. Moving on. We have St. Vincent. So there it is, a last minute addition here, going up against Lady Tickler. Oh no, I was gonna say that's $1 Million Ways Out in the West. I'm like, what the frick is that? Yeah, that is $1 Million Ways Out in the West with what's his face from I Met Your Mother. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah. So yeah, like that threw me off for a second, but I think it'll be Chris first. So you're gonna go.
I like $1 Million Ways to Die in the West, but I was late to watching St. Vincent. I just decided to watch it. I was like, you know what, it's probably not gonna be that good, and it surprised me. The chemistry between Bill Murray's character, who's kind of getting older, between him and the boy, is awesome. And just I feel like it's such a heartfelt and such a. I feel like it's a bit of a different role for him too. So I'm gonna go with St. Vincent here, actually.
Yeah, and the boy who's in St. Vincent is played by Jaden Martell. He's one of the main kids from the movie It. So he was in that.
I didn't know that.
Kids. Yeah. Okay. So because like when I saw it, I'm like, I swear I recognize this kid from somewhere because I was late to watching Vincent also. So I saw it after I saw It, and yeah, that's where I remember seeing him. But yeah, and I think that $1 Million Ways to Die in the West, I think it gets like unfairly shit on. I think it's
okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
It's medium.
Yeah, like it's kind of medium for me too. Yeah, like it just kind of mediocre for me. Like I'll even give it like a 6 out of 10. It's not terrible. I just didn't get the same laughs I get from like Family Guy or like some of the other stuff from Seth MacFarlane and stuff like Ted and that kind of thing. But it is decent. I'm a big Charlize Theron fan, so she's in it. So that's cool. But yeah, St. Vincent really surprised me. Like I think that when Melissa McCarthy can play a dramatic role, like she really does great in it, and it's kind of nice, like almost kind of not really having her being like one of the main stars. I mean, she almost did. She's probably like third billed in it, but even still, like kind of more Bill Murray's movie with the young kid Jaden Martell. So yeah, I'll vote for St. Vincent. It's actually really good. Yeah. And Brian probably got a phone call or something, so we'll go to Steven.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. What do you think, Brian?
Easy, St. Vincent.
Yeah, I know you were championing it, so yeah. Steven?
I want to see St. Vincent. I love Bill Murray. I love Naomi Watts.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't seen it. And I think A Million Ways to Die in the West is actually really underrated. And
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot. And plus, you have Liam Neeson as the villain, if I remember correctly. I'm
yeah, that's right,
actually,
yeah.
The idea of making the Naked Gun, of remaking the Naked Gun sounded at first really bad, but I love the fact that they're casting Liam Neeson as the Frank Drebin character.
What?
I think that could actually yeah.
Yeah, that's
really
that's
actually a thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually happening. And, and like I was
Okay.
pretty like pleasantly surprised by History of the World Part 2. I've seen 4 episodes and like it's good. It's not blowing me away, but it's good. I think that like for that, just too many quick segments that like I want to see a little more of it, but then the segment ends in like 5-10 minutes, and you're
So
like,
I know we're not
"Can I see
sponsored
more
by.
of that?"
Sorry, I know we're not sponsored by Girl Scout cookies, and I'm not going to eat all those cookies on the show because oh my gosh, it is really loud ASMR. But holy snackies, dude! The toasty yays, they are
What are
a
those?
French toast inspired cookie dipped in
Oh.
icing and full of flavor. They are
Those are the new
freaking
ones.
phenomenal.
Dang, yeah,
They're brand new.
As far as Girl Scout cookies goes, you'll never top Thin Mints.
I love
Yeah,
Thin
like
Mints, but dude, those are fire.
It reminds me, I actually have some Thin Mints in my freezer because that's a pretty good way to eat them. To eat them cold. So if you see me disappear for a minute, I may go grab some. But
Sorry,
but like soon I want to try to do a snack here. I want to do a taste test between all the Girl Scout cookies and then all the Keebler Elf cookies. And like,
I would love to do something like that, man. We should do that together.
Better, yeah, because like for me, I actually like grasshoppers better than in Thin Mints. That's just me, but I haven't really compared all of them. So, but anyways, for this, I think it's going to be St. Vincent. So.
Good.
But okay, so Malcolm says he believes that Liam Neeson is going to play the son of Frank Drebin, which is cool. Yeah, that it's kind of like maybe it'll be a continuation then instead of a total remake, but. We have the other woman up against the Monuments Men. Ooh. Ooh, okay, yeah.
Interesting match.
Yeah.
I would really vote for other women.
I'm not gonna vote for Monuments Men. That movie sucks. I don't know. Like with that cast, I mean, we can talk about it really quick because I have never seen the other woman, but
I've seen it.
But so like I can't really say much. I just know the 3 on the front. So it's got Kate Upton in it. I guess I don't know if she's a great actress or not. But but the Monuments Men. I remember that I saw it on a date, and on the date that I went with, she loved it. I hated it, and it kind of made it really awkward. And then like basically it ruined our date because like I was like, man, that movie sucked, didn't it? Like wasn't that movie horrible? With that caliber of a cast, and then she's like, "No, I actually loved it." I'm like you did? All right. And then like she was a little like ticked off. I didn't like it for some reason. So like it's just a movie, but so I'll just vote for the other woman because I don't like the Monuments Men. I feel like they wasted that cast. So, Brian,
Just so you can have a Bill Murray v. Burt Murray matchup round 2, but Monuments Men.
Yeah. Steven.
Yeah, the Monuments Men was a huge disappointment and actually really boring.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was boring.
Sorry.
I haven't seen the other woman, but I've always liked Leslie Mann and everything I've seen her in, so I'll go with the other woman.
Yeah, like Kate Upton's like really hot and like
It
like
does have Nikolai Coster-Waldau in that film.
Yeah, who didn't check out when they had like all those celebrities, they leaked their nudes or whatever online. I mean, who didn't check out Kate Upton? Come on.
So I'm going to be the only one that's championing the monument. It's an amazing story and an amazing real life story, and I think the movie's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't get the hate for this movie at all.
Well, if you like art, then
it's not even an art piece. Like, it's a freaking incredible movie. Like, they
It's not an
saved
art
so
piece,
much
but
shit. Yeah,
well, they're saving kind of some World War II art
that was
or
stolen
something
by
like that,
the Nazis, those bastards.
Yeah. So, well, I believe we have a tie though. So I think the tie is going to go to Steven. So what do you want to do?
Whatever. Those two seem to really like the Monuments Men. It's not. I don't
Sure.
I don't think it's good, and it probably won't go for beyond the next round. But
Yeah,
I've got no horse in this race, so I'll let them have Monuments Men.
Yeah,
I appreciate it briefly, however briefly. I'm sorry I went on my little rant.
It'll be easy matchup for the championship, though.
Yeah, and for me, honestly, I would have done the same thing because like I don't really know much about the other woman. If it's going against something I cared about, maybe. But,
I mean, because the other women got bad reviews and didn't look that great, but I do love Leslie Mann.
Yeah. Well, we have Neighbors, the first one, going up against the Rover. So.
Oh, what was your favorites?
Yeah. So this time it'll be Brian first. So.
I haven't got a chance to the Rover, but Neighbors was a complete surprise. Zac Efron didn't know how funny he'll be in this one, so I'm going with Neighbors.
Yeah. Steven.
Okay, so normally I wouldn't vote for a movie that I haven't seen when it's up against a movie that I have seen that I like. But The Rover actually looks really good. It's an A24 movie that I'm actually like really looking forward to seeing. Neighbors is good, but I don't think it's like amazing or anything. So I'll give it to The Rover.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm a huge Guy Pearce fan.
Yeah. He's actually really good in it. Yeah. Chris.
So after Patterson killed it in the Batman movie, I still eventually want to see The Rover. But The Neighbor surprised me. The movie's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah. I've actually seen both of these, and like I like both of them, but I think I went in with way too high of expectations on The Rover because I thought that it just like it's a little boring at parts and it kind of dragged. It is great performances though from Guy Pearce and Robert Pattinson. They're like acting hard in this. They're like really really good. But and it's an Australian movie. They're like down in the outback, they're trying to like flee from some people. But well, actually, I think Robert Pattinson's trying to flee, and then he ends up linking up with Guy Pearce, and Guy Pearce is actually after the group he's fleeing from. So it makes for like an interesting dynamic. But yeah, I think that Neighbors was a lot of fun. Like it. I remember seeing it in the theater and laughing pretty hard, and I'm like, especially when they're like pulling pranks like at his job, and he gets like a little like seat cushion thing that like launches him to the ceiling, or having Dave Franco in it doing like the Robert De Niro impression. I always remember that, and like doing his little thing. So yeah, like it's a fun time. So I'll vote for Neighbors. So I believe it's going to be Neighbors, right? Is that
yeah?
3-1.
Yep.
And I remember seeing that one with you, Jordan.
Okay. Yeah.
And you also got the Ross guys.
We saw it together, yeah. Yeah. We got Lucy up against Pride. So, and this time it'll be Steven first.
I mean, easy mostly because I just haven't seen Pride. And even though I thought Lucy actually ended right when it was starting to get really interesting, I overall enjoyed it. So I know some people. I think there's some people here that hate it, but I had a good time watching it. It's not like I think it's a Luc Besson movie, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not up there with some of his best work, but it's a decent little movie for if it's, even though the whole, we only use 20% of our brain is a myth that has been debunked.
Yeah.
Still, it's a cool premise, and I think the movie does some cool things with it, especially near the end.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Pride is not to be confused with the 2007 movie about the swimmers with like Bernie Mac and Terrence Howard and those guys. It's not that. This is like a British movie, which actually I was gonna look really quick.
Yeah, Malcolm mentioned in chat Bill Nye movie.
Yeah, he sent me like a little some recommendation of some movies to watch. He said Pride. What did he say? Let me see if I can find it here. Oh yeah, he said Pride is a great British comedy about a true story of some miners, or not, of a miners' strike in 1984. It stars Bill Nye and Imelda Staunton, and it also is a great LGBTQ story too. So yeah, it's got that in there. So, but Chris,
I'm gonna go with Lucy, even though I'm kind of like you, Steven. I mean, I liked it to a point, and I really did some cool things with kind of those ideas. So I'm gonna go with Lucy. But Pride actually sounds interesting.
Yeah, like for me, I saw Lucy. I could see it kind of two ways. I could see it like I'm going with one mindset. I could say that it was just kind of stupid up until the end, and it just started to get good. But then, if you look at it the opposite way, like it's actually good up until the end, and the end's kind of stupid. So it just depends how you look at it, I think. But and it has a lot of vibes to the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper, like just like unlocking the potential of your brain and stuff, and it's like the ending, you either love it or you hate it. Like I think it's one of those things. It's definitely weird. So, but I'll still vote for Lucy because I don't know that much about Pride. So, Brian?
Haven't seen Pride, not a big fan of Lucy, so I'll go Lucy.
Yeah. All right. So Lucy it is. All right.
I thought I remember someone saying they hated it. Maybe it was Austin who hated it.
Probably Austin.
That's probably that tracks. Yeah. Yeah. But The Fault in Our Stars up against Interstellar, which is kind of a cool poster. And this time it'll be Chris first.
So I tried to rewatch Interstellar, and I know I'm like the only person on this panel that hates this movie so much.
Oh.
And it was just boring. I couldn't do it. I don't understand it. I mean, so I guess for that reason, I just need to give Interstellar like a solid chance. Like, do nothing else, just watch the movie. I'll give it the Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some breaking news. Sean Kemp, because I'm a basketball fan, he was just was arrested for being in a drive-by shooting. So that's kind of interesting. But anyways, yeah, like I'm a big especially the Seattle Sonics too. I used to live in Seattle, so yeah, like I'm actually like not totally with you, Chris, because I actually love Interstellar. I think it's great, and again, that's great performances. I mean, from Matthew McConaughey, you got Jessica Chastain, you got Matt Damon in a small role that they really want to punch him in the face, and then also you have John Lithgow, Casey Affleck. Like, it's a really solid cast, and The Fault in Our Stars, I really like it too. Like, it's a great kind of love story. I think it's Ansel Elgort and Shailene Woodley, and I think Shailene Woodley is the one with like some kind of disease or something. So, and that movie I've seen like way more times than I really care to. I mean, I do like it, but like I remember I had a friend who wanted to see it, then I had some family who wanted to see it in the theater. I think I saw that movie like 3 times in theaters unintentionally. People just kept taking me back to the theaters. So did my sister. Like, she has a similar thing where all of her friends kept taking her back. So, but the movie's good, but I'm gonna go with Interstellar. And we also have our fifth member. The Wolfman. How's it going?
Yeah, sorry I'm late, guys.
You missed some upsets.
Yeah,
Yes,
man, a
you
few
did.
upsets, but
Boy.
I think one of them would have pissed you off, Wolf.
well, the Hateful Eight didn't make it through. I'll just say that
Nope.
'cause for Tarantino, but
Well, as long as it lost to 24, like a worthy contender. That's all I'll say.
I think that it was the Hateful Eight lost to
Lucy
what was
Lucy.
Whoa! Lucy beat
Yeah.
Pride.
Lost to
Okay.
Selma. Yeah, Lucy beat Pride because none of us have seen it before, so those are just some of the matchups there.
And then the Monuments Men. Wait, what is it? Wait, Granted, what is it?
Other woman.
With the other woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't even know what
so-
the fuck that is, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah. And then we also had Top Gun Maverick, easy, and then Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So yeah, you didn't miss a whole lot. So
And
just
I mean, still Alice being.
But yeah, so if you want to vote for this one,
yeah,
The Fault in Our Stars versus Interstellar.
Well,
What would you go
both
for, Wolf?
Well, both have. One is about stars, and then the other one is the fault of stars. So
Yeah,
there's
in the stars for half of it. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, Interstellar to me was just a masterpiece. I thought this film was excellent. It's like just a great. Oh shoot! Hold up. Sorry, but yeah, I thought the film was excellent and one of the best Nolan films that I've seen in probably a long time.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I mean, this is like his last, in my opinion, like his last recently truly great film.
Yeah.
Because he's been kind of lackluster lately, but yeah, I love it. Fault in Our Stars, I have kind of bad experience with because I have an ex who her favorite movies of all time, of all time, were Pitch Perfect, The Fault in Our Stars, one of the 50 Shades movies, and then one of the Twilight films, and then all this stuff. And so she was that kind of girl, and so I watched
rom-coms.
I watched The Fault in Our Stars way too many damn times, and I kind of became sick of it. so I'm gonna give it to Interstellar.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, I'm just forewarning you that if y'all see me look away or I'm taking notes on stuff, it's because I'm only 40 minutes left, but I'm watching Scream 5 to prepare for a review tonight. So tonight or tomorrow morning, and stuff like that before the new Scream comes out, and I'm jotting notes down as I watch it. So I just
nice.
Yeah.
No worries. Brian.
I'm not the biggest fan of Interstellar either, but based on the posters here, I'll get Interstellar. Fall Stars, too much for teenage girls fangirls a lot of it, so I'm going to say on this one.
Yeah. Well, Steven, what do you think?
I actually love The Fault in Our Stars. I think it's actually really good. Although it is funny. It would have been even funnier if it was going up against Divergent, since in Divergent, these two, Shailene Woodley and Anson Elgort, play brother and sister, whereas here they're playing they're playing love interests. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That being said, Interstellar is the best movie of 2014. So I am still, even though I love The Fault in Our Stars, I'm still going with Interstellar quite easily.
So I think I just need to see Interstellar in 4K and maybe I'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the 4K is stunning. I own the entire.
So Wolf, I've talked about this before, man. You just missed my I was being subtle. I am not crazy about this movie. I tried to rewatch it, but HBO Max doesn't have it in 4K on there.
Oh man. See, okay. That's what I do not like, the fact that HBO Max, so their originals will have 4K type of capabilities, but they don't have actual movies that outside of their HBO Max originals that are actually 4K. Kind of.
Chris, I would also say watch it with like a really good sound system too, because that score is phenomenal. Like,
oh my god,
like
seriously,
organ, like, it's so
when
good.
I saw it in a theater, I didn't even see it in IMAX, but when I saw it in a theater, my chair was vibrating during the docking scene. That
the docking.
And I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, we're gonna die!
Dun,
It's just like
dun,
banging like
dun.
that.
Yeah,
And it's just,
Okay.
yeah,
so good. Yeah. But
it was amazing.
up next we have Foxcatcher going up against Godzilla. And this time it'll be me first. And yeah, this one's interesting because I like both of these, but I don't love them because Foxcatcher is good, but it was like such a weird performance for Steve Carell. But he is going pretty method and like really portraying like that actual wrestling coach, like the way he actually was. And then Channing Tatum, like he goes to like a pretty insane level too. And then also Mark Ruffalo, like they're all pretty good. But and then Godzilla, like I wanted to love it, but the movie just didn't have enough Godzilla in it. Like I would have liked if spoiler alert, but if Bryan Cranston's character would have lived a little longer and they had more to do. Yeah, but they killed him off way too soon. And then like I do like what they were doing with Aaron Taylor Johnson and then Elizabeth Olsen, like their characters, like they were together again, which was another kind of like a team up from the Avengers, but like Foxcatcher just really like impressed me, even though the characters were weird. They're supposed to be like just how they really were. And I heard that there was some really weird stuff going on with if you read about the true story of like the Foxcatcher compound, like there's some murders that happened there, some crazy things. And so
there's also some really crazy stuff that happened on set too. I'll mention when it's my turn.
Oh man, yeah, totally. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go Foxcatcher just for like the sheer like intensity of like of like the acting in it. So yeah, Foxcatcher. But Wolf.
So this is the crazy stuff that happened on set. So apparently they wanted, and Steve Carell, he's a comedian. He does dramatic really well, but he's a comedian. So usually he would like make jokes on set. Well, apparently the director had every single actor write the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to them. And then he had him give me paper. He said, if you break character while on set, I'm showing this to people.
Oh, okay.
And so apparently that's why they had to stay in character, and it was such a like just depressing like kind of experience because they all had to just be serious the whole time. And so it made for great performances. And Channing Tatum, in my opinion, also this is something crazy that happened on set. He should have been nominated for an Oscar because the scene where he's getting upset and he's like bangs his head in the mirror or whatever, gets a cut on his head,
beating himself.
That was actually a real cut. Like he fully like had to get like stitches or something like that, or like right after that, he just like kept on going with the scene, and it was like actually bleeding. But it was an intense experience for everyone, and it was an intense experience for me because when I watched this film, it's one of those rare examples, almost like up there with like Fruitvale Station and stuff like that, where it's like. It is one of the best movies of that year that I don't think I'm ever going to watch again.
Yeah, same.
Because this is one of those movies that, like, it just depressed the ever-living hell out of me.
Yeah.
And just, like, what it's about, it was just so bleak and dark, and it just really got to me. And so, like, I don't know if I can ever see it again, but I loved it. While Godzilla... I agree. I think the movie should have been about Bryan Cranston's character, and then maybe you kill off his son. Because honestly, or at least like had him die in like the last act alongside his son or something. Because like the movie was a lot more interesting when it was about Bryan Cranston, and then once his son pops in, Aaron Taylor Johnson, it was like I don't really care about this. So because of that, we'll give it to Foxcatcher.
Well, it's fun seeing Godzilla on like TV screens. Yeah, like we have seen him on like the news and like all these little things, but they're not showing him like the actual Godzilla to the end. It's weird.
Yeah, and they cut away like so many times.
Yeah, like so many weird times. But
Yeah.
but Malcolm in the chat, he put that right before you got here. That the Pride didn't make it, so I'm gonna be pissed about that. Yeah. So and
I am. Don't worry.
And also shout out to my good friend Hannah. She's tuning in. So what's up, Hannah? So yeah, Brian, what do you think?
Well, speaking of Foxcatcher, Seacrest was nominated for the Oscar for his role for Best Actor.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Godzilla, but I'll give the Foxcatcher for Seacrest's performance of how he transformed into that character. So that's my vote.
Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
So I think I haven't seen Foxcatcher, but if I remember correctly, I believe it takes place not far from where I live in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania.
Oh nice.
But it was filmed on the other side of Pennsylvania. It wasn't filmed on this side of Pennsylvania. It was filmed closer to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's points against it.
Yeah.
I actually like Godzilla a lot. That's why I'm voting for it. I think it's actually a really well shot and really well directed movie. Plus, like I said, I haven't seen Foxcatcher, but I want to see Foxcatcher. It looks great.
It's one of those movies that I think you want to see once, but then you may not want to see it again after that because it's like really dark and depressing. But for the performances, yeah. But Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, Godzilla was just bad. Like I didn't care about the stupid characters. I really just would have been happy if Godzilla just wiped them off the face of the map, all of them. The movie was painful. Yeah, like you said, we saw the Godzilla in like movie screens.
Yeah, like TV screens. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just bad. Foxcatcher sounds rough, but sounds phenomenal. Like another movie that I think is probably going to come up tonight because it's in.
Oh yeah.
Down there,
Also.
The drum movie. Which is, holy shit, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
But wow. So I'm gonna go with Foxcatcher.
Oh yeah. To be fair, like Godzilla is really well shot. Like I would agree with that. Like that shot where he's walking across that train bridge, I think looks really cool. Like in all the fog and all that stuff.
And the shot where they're like doing their skydive or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and like you just see like the light shining against the scale of Godzilla. Like
you see all the flares.
That was a beautiful shot. Not gonna lie.
That is
really
cool.
Yeah. But up next we have About Last Night going up against Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Woo, PU for these two. But we'll start with Wolf. What do you think here?
It beat it up, I believe.
Okay, maybe you get to run for a second. We'll go to Brian. What do you think?
I'm going to go to Mr. Peabody Sherman on this one. It's actually pretty underrated for DreamWorks animation. I had a lot of fun with it. Loved the whole time travel aspect, and you got some good voice guys. You got Leslie Mann in there. You got Sally Tucci, Todd Burrell. You got Mel Brooks as well. So that's my vote for Peabody Sherman.
Yeah. Well, Steven, what do you think?
I'll go with Peabody and Sherman. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. It looked cute. Not something that I would rush to see or anything, but it looked all right.
Yeah. Chris.
I really liked the Peabody and Sherman cartoon, and I thought the movie was solid. They did a great job with it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah. Well, I saw About Last Night, and it is not for me. Like that movie, it did not work for me. Like for whatever reason, like I really like Kevin Hart's stand-up, but man, like it probably like 8 out of 10 of his movies I don't like. Like his movies are just bad. He's bad at like picking roles for movies. I don't know, but he's got a couple. I mean, here and there. But
I liked his cameo in Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I like the one. Like speaking of Bryan Cranston, the one where he's in the wheelchair or
Oh, the
whatever.
upside.
Yes, that was
that-
really good.
Yeah, that one's good. I like Central Intelligence. So there's a few of them that
For your
I do
virgin,
like.
little cameo.
Oh yeah, 40-Year Virgin. Yeah. But,
Central Intelligence, the first half of that movie is solid, but I think it goes downhill in the third act.
yeah, kind of does. But like he just needs to stop doing these like straight to Netflix movies too. Like they've all been bad. But Peabody and Sherman, yeah. I grew up with the original cartoon. Well, actually, not really growing up with them. I grew up with the reruns, technically,
yeah,
but
me
I
too,
watched
but
all
still.
of them. Yeah. But yeah, like I'm a big fan of like the old school Hanna-Barbera stuff, and the movie was decent. Like I actually liked it. Like it got really bad reviews, but I liked it. I didn't love it. It's like a 5 out of 10 for me. So yeah, I'll go for Peabody and Sherman. And to be fair, when we were adding St. Vincent, we were debating whether or not to get rid of Step Up, whatever the like fourth or fifth one is, or Peabody and Sherman. So we thought more people
Glad we
might
kept
like.
Peabody.
Yeah. Not more people might like Peabody and Sherman. So yeah. So
Well, there's
gonna
a
move
couple
on.
other
So, yeah.
there's a couple other movies I see on here on this list that I've never even heard of.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll get to them. Let's see. We got While We're Young, which is a Ben Stiller movie, and I think Adam Driver. I think, but going up against Inherent Vice.
Ooh.
So Paul Thomas Anderson, and this time we'll go to Steven because we let Brian go first last time. So we'll go to Steven.
I mean, I'm like hot. I find Noah Baumbach to be very hit or miss.
Yeah.
But while we're young, looks good, and I like that cast. You know, we already mentioned Naomi Watts because she was in St. Vincent, and she's in this, and and other than one particular movie, I've liked everything that I've seen from Paul Thomas Anderson. This is interesting. I don't know which one to go with. You know what? I'll go with Inherent Vice.
Yeah. Sounds good. Chris, what do you think?
Isn't Paul Thomas Anderson the really artsy one?
Yeah, he did Magnolia.
Are you
He
thinking
did
of West?
Boogie
Yep.
Nights,
No.
Punch Drunk Love. The only
Nope.
movie of his,
Yeah, he is like
the only movie of his I didn't care for
It's
was
still
Phantom
artsy.
Thread.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd rather watch anything. And While We're Young actually looks really good. Solid cast.
I'm also
Yeah.
on Licorice Pizza too. Actually,
She also
Yeah.
did There Will Be Blood too.
Oh yeah,
He
he
also
did.
did
There
what?
Will Be Blood. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Nope, that's a
Yeah.
horrible movie. Oh,
Oh what?
yes,
Um,
one of the worst movies ever made.
Well, I can't really say anything because I've only seen the first like 10 minutes of it. So, but I need to go finish. There Will Be.
You saved
Blood,
yourself.
but yeah. So yeah, I'm also not a big PTA fan. Like I just don't really care, especially Inherent Vice. Like I tried really hard to watch it because I thought Joaquin Phoenix would carry this movie, and for some he probably does, but not for me. Like this movie is just not good. Like I mean, probably like the only movies of his that I actually like is that I just recently watched Boogie Nights, and that movie was phenomenal. That movie was great.
Yeah,
And
Boogie
then
Nights is really good.
Yeah, and then Punch Drunk Love is pretty solid. I do like that. And then I still need to see Magnolia. I haven't seen that, so that'll be one of my watch lists. But
Magnolia was in my top 128.
oh, nice, yeah. Well, I mean, you love it, so yeah, I'll have to check it out. So, but yeah, I'm a huge Ben Stiller fan and an Adam Driver fan. Like I really like both of them. And then yeah, throwing in Naomi Watts and Amanda Seyfried and even Charles Grodin, he's in that too. So yeah, I'll vote for While We're Young because I've seen Inherent Vice and it's not for me. So While We're Young. We'll go to Brian. What do you think?
I haven't seen Inherent Vice, so I'll go with While We're Young.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be While We're Young. So yeah, being Inherent Vice, which could be considered maybe an upset. I don't know. But we have Song of the Sea for an animated movie. Go up in Backcountry. So, 2 movies I know very little about, but it'll be Chris first. So, what do you think?
I don't know anything about either one of these movies.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
I mean, Song of the Sea looks like cool animation, so I guess we'll go with that one. Although I think that's a really weird out there one.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know what? I'll still go with Song of the Sea because it looks like cool animation, and I don't know. Backcountry could be interesting because I am getting more into those independent movies. Like Fall is one of my favorite movies ever made. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Backcountry is about a bear attack. I think, but I can't really say too much. I've never seen it. I don't really know much about either one of these either. But so like for this match, I'm going to call it the WTF match because like what the effort are these movies? But Backcountry looks a little more interesting to me. Like I watch a movie about a bear attack. I mean that now I'm spacing on the Leo one where he gets attacked by a bear. That's pretty good. But but that's just. But I saw Cocaine Bear and that movie sucked. So I don't know. But I'm gonna go with Backcountry though. So Brian,
Go with Song of the Sea because animated.
Sure. Yeah, I know you're more of an animated guy. So. Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
Well, I just looked up Backcountry. It's got Missy
Pyle.
Missy Peregrine. Yeah, she was in the TV show Reaper. Like she was great in that.
Yeah, I like her, and it's got Eric Balfour who was in 24. So
there you go.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'll go with Backcountry.
Can I change my vote to Backcountry?
Sure. Yeah, we haven't locked it in yet. So
right.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
So, well, Wolf, maybe you've seen one of these. Have you seen Song of the Sea or Backcountry? Do you know anything about these?
So okay, I have seen Backcountry. I still need to see Song of the Sea, but so Backcountry, my sister showed me it because she was all like, "Oh my god, this movie's so terrifying." It's about like a bear attack or something, where it's based. I don't know how true it is, but it's based on a true story about this couple that went out into the woods and they encountered a bear. But the thing about this film is, and the reason I mentioned it to Malcolm is it was critically acclaimed, but like I, as an Eagle Scout, I studied a lot of this stuff. I went into the woods. I even saw a bear in person and all that stuff one time at a campsite. So like as an Eagle Scout, this movie utterly pissed me off. And I mean, like, they do the dumbest shit. I was literally saying, no wonder a bear is fucking after you. I hope it eats y'all and mauls y'all brutally. Like, y'all don't deserve to be on this earth. Like,
so you're gonna root for the bear?
the dumbest crap I've like seen from in a movie in a while. Some of the choices that these characters make, and some people would say like, "Oh, well, they're just freaking out because it's a bear, and they're trying to defend it." Bullshit. Okay, when you have a bear, you need to like actually think rational rather than like just thinking like or just doing stuff rather than like you gotta think smart when you see a bear. Everyone knows that. There's certain rules to like that you have when you see a bear.
Like try to feed it, try to pet it, try to like I don't know,
snuggle with it.
All weird.
That's what you're supposed to do, George. You're supposed to snuggle with it.
Like literally, the bear goes. The bear is like starting to not even go into the tent, but it's like starting to like sniff around the tent. It's starting to like attack the tent a bit, and all this stuff. And then like one of the guys opens it or whatever after the bear looks like he's away for a while, and then the bear comes and he like sprays. I don't even know if it's bear spray, but he sprays like I think it's like freaking body well, I don't even know what it was, like the body spray or whatever. Like he sprays
Like
it into the
Axe.
bear's eyes, and the bear like freaks out, and then
It'll
he's
piss
like,
him off, yeah.
and then he's like running away with his girlfriend. I'm like, you are fucking idiots. I was like, you don't do that shit.
Yeah.
like I was just sitting there being so pissed off, and my sister's like enjoying it, and like I was like, oh my god, okay, so yeah, I was not a fan of Backcountry, so I haven't seen Song of the Sea, but like I would see that any day over Backcountry.
Really? Okay. Well, then we got another vote for Song of the Sea. We got 2 votes, but the rest of us went in Backcountry, so it's still going to be Backcountry. But Malcolm said we just did When Animal Attack movies, and maybe Backcountry should have been on there. I don't know if it should have, but it did not come up on that. So, but
I mean, I don't think it's good enough to. I just mentioned it to Malcolm because it was one of the critically acclaimed movies of that year and stuff. But I was like, I'm like, what are critics are obviously they've never went camping and saw a bear, like because they don't know how it realistically works.
Yeah. We have Life After Beth going with X-Men Days of Future Past. Because, like, I really wanted to vote for Life After Beth, but which I guess I still could, but and it's me first, man, because like X-Men Days of Future Past is so good, but I just watched Life After Beth, and that movie was awesome. That movie was great. Like, if you haven't seen this movie, like it's a zombie comedy that like has a lot of horror elements, and Aubrey Plaza like she dies, but then like near the beginning of the movie she comes back, so like it's not really a spoiler, and then she's like slowly just like turning into this zombie, but crazy. She's just doing these crazy things. Like I can see all the adrenaline and like all the tendencies that like crazy kind of just like nutso zombies, like the ones from like 28 Days Later and like that kind of thing. Like she's slowly turning into that, not one of the like brains or like whatever. But and like it's really funny. It has John C. Reilly in it. It's got Paul Reiser as Dane DeHaan's dad, and also Molly Shannon, and I can't remember who plays Dane DeHaan's mom. She's recognizable too. But yeah, you know what? Like for as much as I love X-Men, I'm a big X-Men guy, I want to champion Life After Beth, so I'm gonna vote for that and see what happens. So, Wolfman, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a hard one because X-Men Days of Future Past is one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely changes a lot from the comic, but fantastic.
But it works.
And Life After Beth, again, like obsessive Aubrey Plaza, she just kills it in these like smaller roles. I still need to see her new movie that came out, like the Guy Ritchie film. I still need to see that.
Yeah, same. I need to see it.
But
Operation Fortune.
And then like Dane DeHaan, where'd you go, dude? You were like he's gone.
Oh yeah, he was.
He used to be the next big thing, and now he's not around. I
haven't even seen him in like anything. Anyway, so come back, Dane DeHaan. We all miss you. Anyways, yeah, it's a really fun movie, and you know what? Because I know where this is probably going to go, I might just give the little indie that could some love and say Life After Breath.
Yeah, and also when you see this movie, like it'll make you never want to go hiking again. There's a whole thing about hiking where they like talk about it, and like there's a crazy hiking scene at the end that's like really funny. But
it's even more. And this is a movie about a fucking zombie, and it's more realistic than Backcountry. When it comes
it is, yeah, it's more realistic, yeah, for real. But also you have some fun cameos. I noticed there's a guy from Parks and Rec that plays Jerry. If you know Parks and Rec.
Oh, Jim here.
Yeah, he shows up as like a kind of like a zombie guy too, kind of. But Brian, what do you think?
I'm going to go to X-Men in the Future Past. I adore that movie a lot. And speaking of Dane DeHaan, he is going to be in the movie Oppenheimer to come out this year.
Oh yeah, that's right. It'll be in Oppenheimer, yeah. Yep. but Steven, what do you think?
Well, in the words of Jacob Barber, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Don't try and predict where it's going. Yeah.
No, yeah, because I haven't seen Life After Beth, although it's got an interesting cast. I mean, I do love Aubrey Plaza and a lot of things, and Paul Reiser's in it, and Anna Kendrick, and
I forgot she's in it.
Is it like the movie Warm Bodies? You know, if it's like a rom-com of zombies.
It's sort of like that, yeah. But the zombies are more like adrenaline fueled though in this, but it's like that though, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna vote against X-Men: Days of Future Past. That movie's too good.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you think?
So I haven't seen Life After Beth, but it sounds amazing based on what you guys are saying. I'm kind of with you, man. X-Men: Days of Future Past is incredible. I'm gonna go with that one.
Well, we're gonna have X-Men: Days of Future Past making it through. No Life After Beth, but we're gonna have one of the other bad ones like Backcountry made it. Peabody and Sherman, some of those, yeah. But
wait, Peabody and Sherman made it?
Yeah, that only made it because they went up against
that's one you missed.
Night, and that movie sucks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you missed.
Everybody's lost.
You're off doing something.
Oof.
Yep,
wait, how does Life After Beth have a 45%? Yes, that's ridiculous.
Really? It's only 45? Man, it deserves better than that.
But
we got Whiplash. There it is. Speaking of that, then we got Hercules. Oh man, is anyone voting for Hercules?
No, we don't have this round.
I think Whiplash is overrated, but I'd still vote for it over Hercules.
Hi, Steven. No.
Yeah.
That is hands down the greatest movies ever made.
It is definitely not.
Well, Chris, I love you. I love you like a brother, man. But Ross just texted me while I was away. He said "There Will Be Blood" is one of the worst movies ever made. So I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. He said that. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm sorry, but Whiplash. I've gone on about this before about Whiplash, even though I'd still vote for it in this case. Whiplash has that one scene that always takes me out of the movie, and even though it does rebound at the end because the ending is great, it still hurt the movie for me. So it's like it's good, but I don't think it's great.
Which scene?
The car crash.
Oh yeah, the car crash is weird.
The car, and then, he goes.
I think it's one of the best scenes because it's unpredictable.
And it also goes to show just how far this guy will go to achieve greatness.
It's so absurd though, because he should obviously be in the hospital, not in a concert, and then he gets kicked out of his class because he doesn't perform well. I mean, he should.
It is pretty good part.
He should be suing that school and J.K. Simmons' character for that. I mean,
well, J.K. Simmons just being a villain, basically, and just really saying, I don't care what, if you want to be here, I don't care if you're in a car crash, or if you're in no matter what you were doing, you need to perform well or get out.
It's too absurd that it took me out of the movie. I still think it's a good movie. I just don't think it's a great movie.
Well, I think also you have to look at these things too, like some of these kind of awards contenders or some of these other things as metaphorical, because I think that scene was supposed to reference that he is going into a car crash himself. Like he, as a person, he is is starting to kind of become a car crash. And I think it was trying to embody that allegory, as he's running with the drama.
Right, because he just comes unglued. He stops really lipping.
Yeah, right.
So
well, it'll be Whiplash moving through. We have Transformers: Age of Extinction, or whatever you want to call it, going up against Deliver Us from Evil, which I don't know anything about. But, this looks like a stinker of a matchup, but we'll see.
Hey, Deliver Us from Evil is actually pretty good.
I've never seen it.
You never saw it either.
It looked generic from the trailer.
It's directed by it's directed by Scott Derrickson and stars Eric Bana. It's a pretty good movie.
Oh, cool. Well, I believe that it is Brian first. So, what do you think?
Easy Conjuring.
The Conjuring, no. Sorry.
Basically.
Well, which one's it gonna be, Brian? Because it's not the Conjuring.
Yeah. Deliver Us from Evil. My mistake.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure.
I get those
It's
franchises messed up.
Yeah.
messed up.
Right. Get a little mixed up. Yeah. Steven.
They're the same
Okay.
film.
No, they're not. Okay, look, as much as I like Deliver Us from Evil, it is nowhere near as great as The Conjuring.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that being said, it is still a million times better than Transformers: Age of Extinction, which is the worst of the Transformers movies.
Yes.
Yeah. The worst. Yeah. I think
Yes.
so,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
And like about 30 minutes, maybe even an hour too long, like way too long. Yeah. But
Product placement.
yeah. Yep, all the product placement, all of that stuff. Oh yeah. Chris, what do you think?
I also hate Transformers: Age of Extinction. I remember we watched it for the first time at your house, and
Yeah, I think so.
that was back when I was unrealistic with people just being like, "Oh my god, we gotta be quiet, we can't talk."
Yeah,
and I pissed some people off at your house because I said something, and you're just
like no
"Dude,
talking.
dude." And then you guys just talked more during the movie. But yeah, the movie.
We're talking more and more because we were bored
movie.
with this freaking movie. We're like, come on, let's just do something else. Like having a conversation in the background because we don't care what's happening.
But Deliver Us from Evil looks pretty solid. I mean, yeah, Eric Bana is good, so I'll go with that one. Although it's not streaming anywhere, now I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll be on what's the horror streaming service or whatever?
Shudder. I don't have Shudder. I need Shudder.
Yeah, but
you do. It's only $5 a month. It's really worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I have it because I have AMC Plus, which comes with Shudder,
and I need AMC Plus.
Which, by the way, I'm totally getting Screenbox because I literally just saw a deal, and it's you can get it a whole year's worth for $27.
Nice.
What is Screenbox?
It's not bad.
It's like a much smaller version of Shudder right now. It's because it's fairly new, but it's got some it has Terrifier 2 on there and a few other films that documentaries and other things like that are all horror. So
that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well,
it's pretty cool.
Well, AMC Plus, that kind of interests me because we got 2 Walking Dead spinoffs. I think maybe even 3. I think we got 3 that are coming up. It's crazy. So I want to.
So if you get AMC Plus, you'll also get Shudder.
Yeah. I can get that and Shudder. So yeah, I might be signing up for that. But for this one here, Transformers: Age of Extinction. Was this the first one that had Mark Wahlberg? I think it was the first, if I remember.
Yeah,
right.
this is the first with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, so that's the one with all the product placement where where they blow up the Bud Light truck and then you just take the big swig of it, just out of nowhere. That, and then you have the Beats by Dre pill with it transforms.
Oh yeah,
that, all that stupid stuff. And then you have the whole stuff with I always forget the guy that gets
Kelsey Grammer.
No, the guy that gets frozen at the beginning, the TJ Miller.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was one of the few things that I almost kind of liked about it. And then he just killed his character off pretty quick in the beginning. And so I was just well, there's not really much that I really care about. And I didn't even care about him that much, really, but kind of. But yeah, and I thought it'd be cool having Optimus Prime with a big old sword and stuff, but none of that stuff really worked. So yeah, I'll go with Deliver Us from Evil. Because it's at least Scott Derrickson, so yeah. But Wolf, what do you think?
So yeah, when this is actually a perfect matchup if you think about it, because when I watched Transformers: Age of Extinction, no matter what your beliefs are, I prayed to a higher power to deliver me from evil.
Yeah, right.
After witnessing such a garbage movie.
Yeah,
this film was so bad. I haven't had a reaction like this in a while. I watched it when it was on Hulu one time because I was bored and I was oh, there's nothing to watch. There's plenty of other things to watch other than this shit. And I went and decided to watch it, and I hated it so much. I already had a shower recently before that, and I was you know what? I need to take another shower because
Yeah.
I literally needed to bathe
Yeah.
the radiation of my TV screen off of me. Like I didn't want that. Like I was that affected by it. I bathed the radiation or like what waves or whatever you want to call it from the
Yeah.
TV off of my body because it was so bad. And I like I don't even did I even watch the last night? I honestly don't even remember if I watched it because I
didn't.
hated this movie.
Yeah,
So
I missed out on that one.
I watched half of it and then I shut it off. So
yeah,
I
think
hate
I'm
it
positive
last night.
last
I
night
hate
yeah.
it.
yeah,
yeah. Is it worse than Age of Extinction or?
Yes.
probably worse. I think. Yeah, I think it is
Wow.
Way
worse.
worse.
Yeah, so maybe this one isn't even the
that's
worst
that
one.
weird one with Anthony Hopkins, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Although if you look
They're
at
supposed to have the
Anthony
Dinobots in it and stuff.
Although if you
Yes.
look
They
at
like
Anthony
totally
Hopkins,
wasted the
like,
Dinobots. Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins is in a lot of like he's in obviously stuff like The Father and all that, but then he's also in like some straight to DVD kind of stuff. So like Anthony Hopkins is one of those is like if he wants a paycheck, he'll do whatever.
Yeah.
So-
There's a few actors like that. Yeah. Like
yeah,
like Robert De Niro, like he'll do some weird ones. Yeah. it's
and
kinda
like
weird.
Nicolas Cage and
Yeah.
I like
Cage.
Cage. You shut your dirty little mouth.
Oh no, I think Cage is I think he's one of the most versatile actors because he can literally go from being like doing something like Willy's Wonderland
Willy Wonderland is one of my favorite movies ever made.
to
Pig.
doing like Pig and stuff like that. So like he can he's a phenomenal actor.
Especially his latest like choice has been phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I was about to tell them?
But yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet, but I'll vote Deliver Us from Evil.
Yeah, so it's Deliver Us from Evil.
I will say
moving
this
on.
though: as bad as Age of Extinction is, I do think Kelsey Grammer and Titus Welliver are good bad guys.
Oh, of course they're they're phenomenal bad guys.
Yeah, and then like say what you want about the Transformers movie, they do have amazing special effects though. Like they
They
have
do.
great. Yeah, so. But we got Mad Max Fury Road, which is one that against Paddington.
Obviously,
too, holdover,
Paddington.
so, oh no, let's
This
hope
is
not.
easy.
But it'll be Steven first.
Come on, Steven. Let's make a fun upset.
No,
Let's
let's
see.
not.
Let's vote
not
Paddington.
do that.
Yeah.
Do
Please,
it.
Take off
no.
the dad.
Do
let
it.
him vote
Let's
for what he
see
wants.
Jordan
No.
lose his hair.
No
Right now.
influencing here. Just vote.
Yep.
Let him vote for what he wants.
I mean, it sounds like you guys have the votes anyway, but I've seen Paddington 2, believe it or not, but I haven't seen the first one.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Have you ever had marmalade? It is disgusting. It's gross.
It's amazing. You know.
I actually really like Paddington 2 a lot.
Mm.
What was the first one?
Paddington. Vote with your conscience.
But you haven't seen
But-
this one, Steven. Just remember
But
that.
I love action movies, and while I think Mad Max Fury Road sometimes gets a little overpraised, I still think it's great. So I will give it to Mad
Paddington.
Max Fury Road.
Yeah. There we go.
No.
Let's go. Chris, you gonna vote Mad
Paddington,
Max?
baby.
I gave you
Come on.
Monuments, man.
You don't
Thank
even like
you, man. I
it.
appreciate it.
You don't even like Paddington, Chris. Come on.
I do actually like Paddington.
All right. Well, that's what you want to go for, but yeah, Mad Max like by like a country like 5 million football fields like across the world mile because I have seen the first Paddington. I haven't seen Paddington 2, but I saw the first one. And man, this bear just annoyed the living hell out of me. I freaking hate this
If you
thing.
haven't even seen the second one, like the second one's so much better. Like,
It is better.
Well, we're not talking about the second one. We're only talking about the first one. And the first one, he
Okay.
He goes around
Literally-
destroying their
literally
house.
The
He's
second
like,
movie and that movie,
flooding
literally have the
it.
same
He's riding
question.
down the
It's
stairs
like-
in the bathtub. He's doing all that stuff to destroy their house. And like they're mad for a second, then they just give him a pass, and like he's just like free to do whatever he wants. It's like really weird. I don't know. Like I don't see the like cute adorability factor or whatever. So like Mad Max, I think that it's perfectly praised. Like this movie blew me away. Like the what they were able to do with the vehicles and the action and the wire work and like the just like the special effects even like because. I watched a little video that for as much practical effects that you think that it has, like it actually has a decent amount of actually like some digital effects too in there. So, but yeah, the movie's great. George Miller killed it. So Mad Max Fury Road all day. But Wolf.
Okay, so this is tough because if it was Paddington 2, if it was Paddington 2, the match would be harder. However,
Easy.
So like Mad Max Fury Road, it is in my top 64. Spoilers for when I do my top 64. The film is brilliant in my opinion. I think it's
Remember, we're all adults here. We're not
absolute
we're not
masterpiece.
children here. So let's vote for an adult movie.
George, you say you love family films, so
Yeah.
But
yeah, these are family films. This one is
I have
kids in my opinion.
But okay. Wow, really? None of y'all laughed at that? That was like perfect time. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, but no. I, because of some of the choices that y'all have made in this matchup, I feel like y'all should feel the pain for your decisions. Putting through Lucy over something like Pride or stuff like that. I feel like y'all. Pride, so. I feel like y'all should, or like Backcountry getting in instead of even if Song of the Sea was, even if you haven't seen it, Backcountry getting in instead of it. I feel like y'all need to understand the sacrifices for your pain, for the pain that you have caused me. So because of that, spite vote Paddington.
Oh, come on. Spite vote Mad Max. What? Brian?
Paddington.
Hot take. Mad Max Fury Road, very overrated. Paddington gets my vote.
That was Paddington, not overrated.
It's perfectly rated.
Over Mad Max Fury Road, you guys are out of your mind. Like, out of your mind. So, but,
see,
oh well.
I'm okay with this because that's for all the hate on Monument Man right there.
Well, me and Austin will just gang up on y'all.
And that's for all the other choices that you guys have made so far.
Oh, good. Sorry, we'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Because I actually do like Mad Max Fury Road, but I just thought that was funny.
Well, we got Predestination up against the Purge Anarchy.
Oh my god, and Paddington's gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about Predestination, but we'll start with Chris this time. So what?
I remember is Purge Anarchy one of the ones?
That's the second one with Frank Grillo.
Oh well, that's obviously gonna be in because the one after that was a pile of trash.
Yeah.
Purge Anarchy, hands down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know anything about Predestination other than Ethan Hawke there, but yeah, the Purge Anarchy I think is the best of all the Purge movies.
Yeah,
the one where like Frank Grillo, where he essentially almost becomes like the Punisher almost, and he's like going around taking out guys left and right, and it's like a One Crazy Night survival movie too, and like the vehicles they have, and like the weapons and that and stuff are really cool. So, and it's a huge step above the first one, which the first one's okay, but this one's way better. So I'll go with the Purge Anarchy. Wolf, what do you think?
So first off, Purge Anarchy versus a Purge actor because Ethan Hawke was in the first Purge.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, he's in the first.
Yeah, first. So for me, oh my god, I forgot that they had a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood reference in Scream 5. Anyways, but I've not seen Predestination. However, I will give it to that because I cannot stand the Purge movies. I think these films are just nonsensical trash. And so I just can't give any Purge film a vote. So.
I thought you were a horror guy. Come on.
I'm a horror guy, but
actually, Purge Anarchy is more action than horror.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, but
that's why I actually might prefer the first Purge more than any of the others because it's like actually more of a home invasion, like horror type movie.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think?
I haven't seen either based on the poster Purge Anarchy.
Yeah. Steven.
I really want to see Predestination because it's a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
It's a time travel movie. But I haven't seen it, and I do really like The Purge Anarchy. It's also my favorite of the Purge movies. And I mean, come on, look at my name. Frank Grillo is awesome in this movie.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Frank
the
Grillo.
Purge, the Purge Anarchy for sure for me.
Wonder when Boss Level.
Okay.
is, but- oh, my
Yeah,
God,
so it'll be The Purge Anarchy and moving on. All right. We have Nonstop, Liam Neeson. We have John Wick. All right, two guys with a gun there.
I mean, I know what my favorite is, but I know it's
Yeah.
not gonna make it.
This one's easy. The John Wick movies are amazing. Like I have 1 and 3 in my top 10 movies of all time ever made. Period. You could make 10 more John Wick movies, and I'd be there for all of them. Like I'm a huge John Wick fan. The John Wick Chapter 4 is my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2023, and I think Nonstop. Like I feel like I've seen it, but it just blends in with all these other generic Liam Neeson movies where he's just doing some generic like action thing, and they're like the same old thing. You can't tell them apart. So I'm gonna go with John Wick. Yeah, but Wolf, what do you think?
Yeah. So I just gotta say that, like, I know that it's John Wick isn't really because it's a franchise now, but like these were when they came out. These were both really underrated action movies. I thought Nonstop was like really surprising and was like as far as these more recent like Liam Neeson like action movies, this is probably the best one he's done. And then John Wick to me was also like just amazing. That film was so great. I literally just because I'm starting to watch all the John Wick films again. I literally just watched it again not too long ago. Like, yeah, this film is just fantastic. Such a simple premise, but like does it so well. And so for me, I'm gonna give it to John Wick. I think this film just was one of the standouts of 2014. And like, what is incredible to me too is like this film literally like its first trailer came out like a week or two before its release, and I remember like it was so like that kind of film.
Remember that? Yeah.
No one even thought like it was going to be big, and then it like was such a big successful juggernaut and became a franchise. So yeah, it's John Wick for sure.
I mean, they killed his freaking dog. It was the last dying or the last gift from his dying wife. I mean, come on, like you don't just go and kill someone's dog like that. And he's also the Baba Yaga, like the one that like everybody fears, like just the way that it was done and the lore behind it, the Continental, all that stuff is just awesome. So, Brian, what do you think?
I'll go to John Wick. It's a good return, and actually, it's a good return for Keanu Reeves. He hadn't been in a lot of films before that, so John Wick 3.
Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
You know, this idea that everyone was afraid of him because he's known as the Baba. What was it? The
Baba Yaga.
Yeah. I hope they go back to that in the next John Wick movie because that was a cool thing they did.
I think like one of my favorite scenes of this first one was when they call him up and like once he realizes it was John Wick's dog that his son killed, he's like, oh. Like, it's just that,
oh yeah, it's like you're screwed.
It's just
like you're my son, but you, like you pretty much realize like my son's going to die now. Like
I feel like the sequels lost that. You know the whole. I'm not saying the sequels are bad. I'm just saying that I think the whole aspect of John Wick was someone that was a name that struck fear into these bad guys, and the sequels, just lost that. I think so. That's why I hope they return to that in the next movie.
Yeah, hopefully so. And also, they're gonna have Donnie Yen, and he's gonna fight freaking Donnie Yen in it. Come on, let's go! Like I'm like hyped for that. So,
but I think Nonstop though is really underrated. I like that director, Juan Colette Serra. He also did a couple other. He's done a few other Liam Neeson movies. I believe he did. Yeah, he did Unknown, The Commuter, which I also really
I love
like.
that too.
Oh, yeah.
Run All Night. I think that one is a really good one.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. Yeah.
He also did the House of Wax remake, which I think is actually like a really fun slasher movie, and Orphan.
Right.
And Julianne Moore's in this. You guys love Julianne. Julianne Moore is always great.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Nonstop. I really like this one, even though when we scrolled down to this match, I could tell Nonstop was going to lose.
Yeah. Well, Chris.
So I love Nonstop. I think it's a great performance from Liam Neeson, but I know I keep championing this movie. I'm going to champion it again, Wolf. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see Marlowe. It's incredible.
Okay, yeah.
But Nonstop surprised the hell out of me. Like, solid performance from a Liam Neeson. Definitely not just your general movie he plays. He doesn't quite play this tough badass, but he has to kind of be that character. And I love that the surprise for me, Anson Mount playing that bad guy in that movie. Holy shit balls. Like, damn. So you know what? I know it's not going to go through. And yes, I agree that John Wick is a perfect movie. I actually just recently rewatched it. One of my friends who had never seen it before, and it blew me away. But you know what? I'm going to give some love to Nonstop.
Yeah, well, if we lost John Wick and Mad Max Fury Road, I'm going to have to quit the stream. So yeah, he's got one of them in there. Come on. Yeah. So, yeah, John Wick. All right. So we have Sicario, the holdover, up against Divergent.
Do we even have to?
Can we just pass it through?
We could just pass through Sicario unless anyone wants to go.
I actually love Divergent, but I mean, I'd still vote for Sicario. Don't get me wrong, but I actually love Divergent.
Yeah, Divergent. I think me and Chris might have saw that together.
Like, we did see it together. I really like it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, the first one's good. They kind of get off track as the movies go on. I don't know.
They do.
To me, but the first one's good. But yeah,
I think the first two are actually really good.
Yeah,
and I know I'm one of the few dissenters on Sicario.
Oh yeah.
I tried watching it again. I just
really. Oh man, especially the end where like Emily Blunt breaks down, or like that scene like going into Juarez. Yeah, it's really good. But we got the Imitation Game going up against How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Oh,
there we go.
This is not easy.
Yeah, so it'll be Wolf first. So you got.
So like, don't get me wrong. I like Imitation Game. I don't love it, but
yeah.
Like I liked it. I still think it's solid. I still think it's good. But How to Train Your Dragon 2 might be the best of the entire trilogy. Like, this film is phenomenal. It's dark. It gets emotional. This is, to me, like one of the best animated films I've seen. And I understand there might be some fans of the film, but like the fact Big Hero 6 beat this for best animated feature, I can't forget that. Like, Big Hero 6 is fun and cute or whatever, but like this film blew me away. So How to Train Your Dragon 2 for me is it's just one of my favorite sequels. So I would give it to that one.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go How to Train Your Dragon 2. I wasn't a big fan of the first one, but this one blew my expectations away. It's a great sequel. Introduced the mother, voiced by Kate Blanchett. Imitation Game is good, but for How to Train Your Dragon 2 more. And I'm curious how they're going to do live action version of the How to Train Your Dragon film.
They're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're doing a live action. I didn't even know that. Yeah, interesting. That'll be like, I don't know, like similar to Game of Thrones, kind of. I don't know, but like more family friendly.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, except for like way more family friendly. Yeah, yeah. But
one's losing her head.
Of the two, I'd rather. I think I'm a little bit more interested in the Imitation Game, even though I've heard nothing but great things about the How to Train Your Dragon movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good. Chris, what do you think?
You still haven't seen the How to Train Your Dragon movies?
No.
Stop what you're doing. Go watch those movies.
Yeah.
But I do
they're-
really like the Imitation Game. It's a phenomenal story. Sorry, but like How to Train Your Dragon is an amazing movie. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is just like that much better than How to Train Your Dragon 3 just rips my heart out and all over again.
Yeah.
But How to Train Your Dragon is perfect. I'm gonna go with that one.
Oh
Yeah. Well,
It's an amazing.
so
movie.
I've seen the first two How to Train Your Dragon movies, so I have seen this. I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 3 yet, but I want to because they are good. I think they get a tad bit overrated to me, just a little bit, but they're still good. And most people are like Toothless, just like my dog, or just like my cat, or whatever. And like I appreciate pets, but I'm not like a diehard pet person. I do like animals. I don't want anyone to think that, but I just like I'm not like a diehard pet guy. So like it doesn't relate to me as much, but they're still really good. And I've never seen the Imitation Game, and the cast is really solid because I mean with Benedict Cumberbatch and Kieran Knightley, you got Matthew Good, you got Mark Strong, you even have Charles Dance, the freaking villain from Last Action Hero. I mean, come on. So
yeah, he is strong.
Yeah, but like I'm still gonna give it to How to Train Your Dragon because I haven't seen the Imitation Game, and those movies are really good. So it'll be How to Train Your Dragon. All right. Yeah. Let's see. We have Boyhood, the Muppets Most Wanted. All right. It'll be Brian first.
Yeah, I love the Muppets so much. I quite enjoy the film, quite enjoy the cameos they got. Got Tony Bennett, love the music. Do a sequel. They predicted Toy Story 4 in this film. Wait for Tom Hanks to do Toy Story 4. I haven't seen Boyhood, so I'll give the Muppets.
Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
It's interesting. Richard Linklater is one of those guys that I've liked pretty much all the movies of his that I have seen, but I haven't really loved any of his movies. I like but not love his movies.
Did you know School of Rock?
School of Rock.
School of Rock.
I enjoyed School of Rock. I don't quite love it. I'll go with Boyhood. It's close, but over which of these two I would go with, but I'll go with Boyhood. I love the idea of shooting in a period of time that the movie does. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a cool idea how they literally take this kid as a kid and they shoot the movie as he's actually growing up in real time, which is cool. Yeah. So, but Chris, what do you think?
I have never seen Boyhood, but it sounds like a cool concept. But I also love the Muppets. I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah. This one's close for me. But I really like what they were able to do with Boyhood. Like I think that's a really cool idea. I mean, and yeah, like I'm kind of in the same boat. Like as you, Steven, that where I like really like most of Richard Linklater's movies. I don't really love them all except for School of Rock. School of Rock's awesome, but
I wasn't that crazy about Dazed and Confused, to be honest.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Me neither. Yeah, like I was kind of just so on it. But I mean, like you throw in Ethan Hawke, Patricia Arquette's great in it too. So yeah, like it's a really cool concept, and like I don't know if we'll ever get another movie like this. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? But and the Muppets, I don't know. Like I do love Muppets, but they're not like anything that I'm ever rushing out to see though. Like they're always like I'll just wait until streaming or until it comes on like Blu-ray or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Boyhood.
Yeah, I love the one with Jason Segel and Amy Adams.
That's the Muppets.
Yeah, same. But so Wolf just left, so we had a tie. Thought Wolf, he would have been the.
I'll give my vote.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, which one you want to go for?
So, yeah, for me, Muppets Most Wanted is fun, but like to me, Boyhood was one of the top 10 movies of that year. It was phenomenal. Such a fascinating premise. Filming a film over 12 years, watching them grow up, I thought it was excellent. It's actually inspired an idea that I had, and this movie really touched me emotionally. Like I related a lot to it. Having divorced parents, stuff like that. Like this film really, really hit a chord with me. That few films have done. And Richard Linklater to me is, I love him as a director. I love the Before trilogy. I love Boyhood, Dazed and Confused, like School of Rock. Like he's excellent. And this film is excellent. So to me, hands down, I'm going to say Boyhood.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Boyhood is moving on. All right. Cool. Up next we have Housebound, which is a movie from New Zealand that I actually just watched for this, going up against the 100-Foot Journey. So this time it'll be Steven first.
Man, I don't remember. I think I saw the 100-Foot Journey, but I just don't really remember it.
Yeah. Well, it's not been very memorable.
I think it's one of those movies that probably has really good shots of food in
it. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
But I've never even heard of Housebound, so I will go with the 100-Foot Journey.
Yeah, I'll just say that Housebound was a movie that I liked. I didn't love it, but Malcolm recommended it to me, so I did watch it. But Chris, what do you think?
I have not seen Housebound, but you know what? I want to check it out, so I'm going to go with Housebound.
Yeah. So Housebound, it has an all New Zealand cast. So for this, I've been like, whenever I watch one of these movies from New Zealand, I'm always working on my New Zealand accent. There's like a lot of things. We're like, you're still a virgin and you have dentures, or like don't take it personally. Like I'm gonna make it my personal vendetta against you. So yeah. So like it's not the greatest, but I'm working on it. So yeah. So but yeah, Housebound was a lot of fun. They marketed it as a horror comedy. I didn't really get too much comedy to it. It's essentially so this girl here in the center, she commits some kind of crime, which I can't remember what the actual crime is, but she has to be on house arrest though. So she's in this house, but the house ends up haunted. So she's on house arrest in a haunted house, and then there's all these crazy things. But then she kind of finds out some other things, like there's people that are hiding in the walls, and then there's some things going on with the neighbors, and like some really crazy twists and turns that are a lot of fun. The movie kind of takes a little bit to get going. I think like for the first little bit, you just see her kind of being like a total biatch in this house, and just just not really caring, and just sitting around just doing whatever she can because she's on house arrest. So she's watching TV or whatever. She's stuck there. I think it's for 8 months or something like that. But then it kind of ramps up though. Once you get about halfway through, some really cool and interesting things start happening. And I've never seen the 100-Foot Journey. It kind of looks more of like more artsy kind of movie that I'm not really into as much. So I'll go with Housebound. I actually did like it. So yeah, we'll go to Brian unless Wolf is around. So
I can't on.
Oh yeah, okay. So, what do you think about Housebound versus the 100-Foot Journey?
So yeah, first off, I do want to say Housebound is actually directed from the director of Megan. So if you guys,
yeah, that's right.
So
yeah,
if
the
you
director
got,
of Megan.
So if y'all liked Megan, then no one can hear you, Chris. I don't know if you're muted.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's muted. You are muted.
So Megan blew me away.
Yeah,
You just
Hands
you
down
just
one of the
pulled,
greatest movie. Oh, so good.
you just pulled a Steven, Chris.
Sorry,
yeah,
did.
it's it's or a Malcolm because Malcolm
Yeah,
does the same
yeah.
thing he does.
Yeah, Malcolm too.
But no, I love Housebound. I think this film was a lot of fun. It was one of the best surprises of 2014. And I don't know what this says about me. Maybe I need to stop being lazy and procrastinate, but I would rather be housebound than take a 100-foot journey. So,
Sure.
so yeah, housebound.
100-Foot Journey. That might take you to like your neighbor's house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But
Something like
but Brian, what do you think?
House either based on the posters, Housebound.
Yeah, sounds good.
And so
Steven.
real quick, I can come back, but like this phone is about to die, so like I need to get another device and stuff. And,
Sure, yeah, no worries. But yeah, what do you think, Steven?
Already voted.
Oh yeah, you were first. Okay, so we had 3 votes for Housebound, so it'll be Housebound. All right. So yeah, and then Ross in the chat, he said that he's literally watching part 1 right now. So cool. Thanks, Ross. So
thank you, Ross, buddy.
You finish part 1, and then you can come back for part 2 if you watch it in the correct order. If you don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
But we have the Hunger Games Mockingjay up against Top 5. That's what that is. So.
I haven't seen.
And I believe it'll be Chris first. So.
I have not seen Top 5, but I mean, awesome cast. But I love Top 5. I haven't seen that, but I love the Mockingjay movies. So I'm gonna go with Hunger Games.
Yeah, I also haven't seen a Top 5. It's one I've been wanting to see though. And I think that I saw like the beginning of it because there's like a Brian Regan cameo, I think, if I remember right, and like he's being like some kind of a DJ or something like that. And also I just saw Brian Regan live. He came here because in Eastern Idaho, here in Idaho Falls, they just built this brand new arena here. It's called like the Mountain something arena. I can't remember, but they're having some big shows here. Like we're getting like REO Speedwagon and like Def Leppard and ZZ Top, like a bunch of legit bands coming here. Yeah, and some comedians more too.
I would love to see REO. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's my dad's favorite band of all time. He's not watching, so could be a birthday present for him because I don't think he's gonna tune in. So, Top 5 looks really good. Like it looks like a solid Chris Rock movie, and it has a lot of cameos from just like all kinds of people. Even like Jerry Seinfeld makes a cameo, Kevin Hart, like a bunch of people, Adam Sandler, and I heard good things. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Mockingjay. This is Mockingjay Part 1. Probably I like for me, I like the original Hunger Games just because when they're actually doing the actual Hunger Games, that's kind of what I like more. But like even outside of that though, like there's still some pretty fun stuff. So yeah, and yeah, I'll just go with Mockingjay. So yeah, Brian.
I'm actually going to go with Top 5 on this one. Give it a chance to move on. It looked amazing with all the cameos. I checked like Adam Sandler, Ben Vereen, Chris Rock. Well, this is Chris Rock's I think it's their directorial debut. So
I
think so. I mean, me to catch it looks pretty good. So I'll go to Top 5.
Yeah, Steven, what do you think?
Top 5 is all right. I didn't love it, but it's all right. Mockingjay Part 1 is actually my favorite of the Hunger Games movies. I love the whole stuff with the campaign and political drama of it, and then the rescue near the end. And I think it's definitely my favorite of the four. And so I'll go with Mockingjay Part 1.
And you just went underwater, but
Yeah.
I heard what you voted for, though. Yeah, we got it. Thus, so, but Chris,
I just voted.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were first. So it'll be Mockingjay.
But so we do have a big enough show that Jerry Seinfeld did decide to show up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I should have.
It has a weekly out. Doing.
You have the one with the puffy shirt. Is that what you have?
I need him.
Yeah,
I need
there's
the
that
one
one.
puffy shirt.
I got the whole Seinfeld crew back there, but yeah,
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, like even the one with the big one, like with the here, I'll just pull it up, but with the with the Kramer painting, like in the big box.
What?
Like that. It was cool,
dude, that is cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll move on to Edge of Tomorrow or Live Die Repeat. Going to ride along. Which I don't know if we need to really vote on this one.
No vote for our one here.
Yeah, we could just go with the Edge of
Tomorrow's amazing. I need to see that movie again.
Yeah, that movie was great. So I'm just gonna put it through, and we'll move on.
I kept hoping we'd actually get a sequel to it.
So yeah, like they've been kind of on the edge, I think, of maybe doing a sequel. So the Edge, get it? The Edge, yeah. But we got the Tale of Princess Cayuga, which I think is a Studio Ghibli, I think. I'm not sure if it is, but it's like one of those along those lines against Walking with the Enemy. So, and it'll be me first, which is funny enough, I don't know anything about either of these. So, and I'm not an anime guy, so let's go Walking with the Enemy. Sure. Why not? Brian?
Never heard Walking with the Enemy, so Kaguya.
Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm looking at the cast, and Ben Kingsley's in it, so I'll go with Walking with the Enemy. But he's a great actor overall, so I'll go with Walking with the Enemy. Because I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it.
Also, all of the accounts, but I checked IMDb. It's a 2013 film, Walking with the Enemy.
Oh, maybe it is, but I think like in some places it's actually listed as 2014.
Okay,
but
it is.
But on IMDb, but if you Google it, I think 2014 comes up. So yeah, so it's kind of like one of those weird ones. But yeah, I was almost tempted to bring out all my Seinfeld. I got Newman, I got the Soup Nazi, I got Elaine wearing the urban sombrero, like all that stuff. But
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised you guys didn't decide to get rid of this one instead of like even Step Up.
Yeah, this is it's one that like not many people have really heard of. But
yeah, at least people have heard of the Step Up movies.
yeah.
Walking the Enemy sounds like a powerful movie, though.
Well,
Well,
what do you want to vote for, Chris?
Walking with the Enemy.
Sure. Yeah, so I think it'll be Walking with the Enemy because why not? Sure. Yeah, but like one of the movies Malcolm actually recommended to me was the Princess Kaguya, I think he said.
Wasn't it nominated for Best Animated Feature?
Oh, it is Studio Ghibli. I gotta watch it then.
Yeah, I think so, but like I'm just not a huge anime guy. Like it's rare that I watch one. I've seen like two of them or three. I think.
Theory of Everything.
Yeah, I got the Theory of Everything up against Think Like a Man. What?
The second one.
Think Like a Man 2? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, for me, I would just give the Theory of Everything a pass. But if you want to talk about it, we can go through.
I'm okay with passing it.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna vote for I Think Like a Man because this movie is not for me. It's not. It's better. So I'm just gonna do that. If anyone objects,
Well,
then speak
I would
now.
have.
Forever hold your peace.
I would have said. I would have voted not because I think it's gonna be the better movie, but I would have voted for Think Like a Man 2 just for justice for Michael Keaton.
Wait, what do you mean?
For Birdman.
Huh.
Yeah, because Eddie Redmayne won over Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say yeah. I see. Well, up next we have A Most Violent Year up against Maleficent. So
I was getting A Most Violent Year confused for another movie. I have seen that one actually.
okay, I haven't, but we'll see what you guys think. Brian, what do you think here?
I haven't seen both Violent Year. I quite enjoy Maleficent. It's a good backstory on Maleficent and a good story retelling of the two beauties. So I'll go Maleficent.
Yeah, Steven, what do you think?
Well, this became a lot easier because I have seen A Most Violent Year. It's actually it's a pretty good movie, actually. You got great performances as usual from Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain. Haven't seen Maleficent actually. Not really that into seeing it. So I'll go pretty easily for A Most Violent Year.
Yeah. Chris.
I'll go with
Sorry,
Most
I was just
Violent
reading
Year.
the synopsis. Yeah.
The movie sounds really good, and dude, Oscar Isaac is just a god.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't do
he's
no
awesome. Yeah, I think probably I'll end up going for Most Violent Year. Like I think that Maleficent isn't the one of the worst movies ever made, but I'm not high on it. I'm still
I'm not high on it either.
Yeah, I'm still like a 4 out of 10 or oh, excuse me. But yeah, and yeah, the Most Violent Year though, it's got a pretty great cast because along with Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain, you got Albert Brooks, you got David Oyelowo, and
again,
so he's showing up again here. So yeah, it'll be A Most Violent Year. I haven't seen it, but if it makes the championship, anything that I haven't seen that makes the championship, I'm going to try my best to watch it. So we'll see. But we have The Final Girls, which was one of our oopsie ones that we just added in because we forgot and people complained. So then up against Life Itself, which is the movie about Roger Ebert. So which is a very interesting story. But it'll be Steven first. What do you think?
Unless it's a subject matter that I'm interested in, documentaries are usually not something I go to. But Life Itself is actually one that I really do want to check out at some point because it's Roger Ebert. And so yeah, I'll go with Life Itself.
Yeah, and I think that I haven't seen Life Itself, but I know a bit about his story where he was unable to speak for the last maybe quarter of his life, but he was still writing movie reviews for I think the Chicago Tribune or something like that, and still writing really amazing reviews, but he can't speak. So
I think Ebert.
Chris Hardwick
it's one of those Chicago
interviewed his wife.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, but Chris, what do you think?
Between the two, I mean, Life Itself sounds a little more interesting to me, and yeah, Chris Hardwick had a pretty in-depth interview and sit down with the wife of Ebert, and it kind of blew me away, his whole life and everything.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I definitely want to check that out.
So you want Life Itself, or what do you think?
Yep, yeah, Life Itself.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. For me, these are two movies that I haven't seen. I want to see them both because both of them interest me. But I think Final Girls just interests me just a little more, just because I really like the idea of just seeing who survives at the end of a horror movie, and a movie all about the final girls, and it has Thaisa Farmiga, which she looks like she's probably Vera Farmiga's daughter because they look pretty similar. Like you look up the picture of it, so like that's cool. It's got Adam
Probably they
Devine
got
in
the
it.
same last name,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Yeah. But they look pretty similar, so I would imagine. But it also has Thomas Middleditch. He's good. Ali Shawkat. There's Nina Dobrev. So it's a pretty decent little cast.
Yeah, amazing cast.
Yeah, so I'm gonna vote for Final Girls, and we also have Wolf. He was the one that was one of the complainers that Final Girls didn't make the 2015 tournament. So maybe you can vote for one of these here, Wolf. You want to go for it?
So first off, I want to show some love to Life Itself because this documentary I watched in 2014, and it was really, really good. You learned a lot about Roger Ebert. It was like his diagnosis, everything like that. And it was really, and just his love of cinema and just how much he appreciated it. It was very, very good. So if y'all have not seen Life Itself, I definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Final Girls to me is one of the rare examples of the PG-13 slasher film that was like so good. So the film, if y'all aren't familiar with it, it's about these girls who go to see this horror movie, and then as they're watching the film, they get sucked inside the movie, and they actually have to live the events of the film.
That sounds cool.
And they have to kind of fight off the actual slasher killer and all this stuff, and they're stuck inside the film. It's really, really fun. So
sounds cool.
So this film to me is a total blast, and yeah, Thaisa Farmiga, just like her sister Vera Farmiga, like they're both big horror scream queens, and I showed it some love in the 2015 tournament, and I'm going to show it some love here and give it to Final Girls.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think here?
Based on the premise Wolfman gave, that sounds very intriguing. I'll go Final Girls.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be Final Girls here. So, yeah, cool.
Would you recommend buying it, Wolf?
I would recommend buying it. Yeah, I think especially if you can find like a good deal on it too.
Funny thing
15.
15, yeah, 15's good.
Funny thing about Life Itself is when they started doing the documentary, it was before Ebert died. So, and I guess after his death, they decided that they had to like include his death into the documentary.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess. so yeah. But we have the Signal up against Nightcrawler, which I don't know what the Signal is, but
what kind of passes through Nightcrawler?
Yeah. Does anyone know what the Signal is? Anybody?
I mean, I remember watching a trailer for the Signal, and I remember thinking it looked really cool.
It has like Lawrence Fishburne in it, I believe.
Okay. Huh.
It looked very interesting, but I never got the chance to see it, unfortunately.
Yeah. So if no one's seen it, we'll probably just pass through Nightcrawler to save some time. But yeah, we'll have to go check it out though. I think that it's one that's worth checking out though. Let's at least looking into it. So yeah. But that'll be the end of this. The end of the first round. So yeah. So from here on out, we can move it up into speed mode, and we can just take about roughly 10 seconds and try to get to a winner. We got all the pleasantries and things we wanted to say. Now, Wolf, you were a little late, so if you feel like you want to talk a little more about some of these on this side, you can do that. That's fine. But yeah. So, and the winners of this next round will be the ones that'll make it into the championship. So whichever one wins the next one. So just keep that in mind.
I'll write it down. That's okay. The winners of these.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that'll help actually. Yeah. So we got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes up against Top Gun Maverick. So, and it will be Chris first.
I'm gonna go with Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, and you know me, no ape, no human, like with human characteristics. So I'm gonna go Top Gun Maverick. Wolf.
Well, Gary Oldman's a better actor than Tom Cruise, and also Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was the better action movie. I thought that Top Gun Maverick was definitely a very good film, don't get me wrong, but Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was just phenomenal. I just think this trilogy is great. It just gets better with every entry. And just the kind of subjects it brings up, and like the morally gray, like kind of metaphors of this movie is just very, very interesting. And the cast is great. Just the visual effects are amazing. So yeah, for me, I'm going to give it to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It is the 2014 movie, so there's one thing to consider.
Yeah, that is true. So, Brian, what do you think?
Top Gun.
Yeah. Steven?
Dawn.
Ooh, so it was a close one, but it'll be Top Gun and Maverick. I was going to ask Chris. This is a random question, but did your Jerry Seinfeld have the Pez dispenser? Is that the one that you have? Is it that
No, this is him actually as a comedian.
Okay, because Pez dispenser, but obviously Austin Pez, I sent it to him because of Pez. You know?
What, dude?
So,
that is cooler as one with him with the Pez dispenser. That's awesome.
But, yeah. So it'll be me first, and I have seen both of these. Like, but Box Troll to me it was just kind of middle of the road. Like, I thought it was good, but it didn't blow me away. It's like a 6 out of 10. But Selma was great. Like, I don't know what happened to Ava DuVernay. I hope she gets back into this mode again because Selma's great, and then like not some of the other stuff she's been doing. So I'm gonna go with Selma. But Wolf, what do you think?
Yeah, I never got a chance to see Box Trolls. I wanted to though, but I actually recently picked up Selma for $1 at the Dollar Tree on Blu-ray.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Ooh, okay.
That's nice. Yeah, and I saw this when it came out in theaters. And yeah, I was blown away by it. It was one of the best movies of that year for me. It's one of the best like Martin Luther King biopics I've seen, and biopics about a historical figure that I've seen. Like, this film is just fantastic. David Oyelowo, I think is how you say his name.
Yeah,
he was great, and he should have also been considered like to get nominated. He was fantastic. And yeah, so for me, Selma.
Yeah, and also your mic, Wolf, is a little crackly, so you may want to switch over to the mic maybe. But Brian, what do you think?
Box Trolls are good 96 minutes.
Yeah, it's true. Steven, what do you think?
Selma.
Yeah,
I'm
Chris?
gonna go with Selma.
Yeah, so it'll be Selma. All right. So Selma in the championship. We got Still Alice up against $1 Million Arm. So it'll be Wolf first. What do you think?
Justice for Frank, $1 Million Arm.
Yeah, sure. Well, you might be the only one that's seen Frank, but Brian?
Justice for Roosevelt Pike, made our arm.
Yeah. Steven?
Still Alice.
Yeah. And Chris?
$1 Million Arm.
Yep. And I think here I'm going to go for $1 Million Arm. So it'll be $1 Million Arm.
No, Jordan, we know your reason. It's just because Kristen
Stewart. Yeah, Kristen Stewart. Well, the funny thing is, I actually voted for it in the first round because I don't know what Frank is. So,
and Julianne Moore's incredible anyway. So,
but I looked up Frank though. It looks like something about a band where the guy wears a big like mascot head or something weird.
I mean, Still Alice doesn't sound like it would be a fun movie to watch, but it still looks
I want to
like
watch
a great movie.
Yeah, that looks powerful. Yeah. But we got St. Vincent up against the Monuments Men. Ooh, we got Bill Murray versus Bill Murray. There we go.
Yeah, but one looks good and the other one is definitely not good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well,
Justice it'll be for Monument Man.
Yeah, it'll be Brian first. So
St. Vincent.
Yeah. Steven.
Not to the monuments this time.
Yeah. Chris.
I know it's not going through, but you know what? I'm going to show some love for Monument Man because I really like that movie.
Yeah, like I'm actually like kind of shocked that you like that movie, knowing you, but I guess you do, but that's fine. But Saint Vincent, I'm gonna vote for because I think it's way better. Wolf, what do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Monuments Men. It's forgettable to me, but it also has like, I think one of the like a trope I hate about military movies. It's so weird. Where like, because John Goodman's character, he's all like, I didn't sign up for this as in a big battle, and like I don't know why I cannot handle that in war movies because like you did sign up for it. You're literally like, I mean,
you signed up for it.
You're volunteer.
Whatever comes with it.
Was he volunteer?
I thought
it wasn't volunteer.
Because it's World War II, so he might have been drafted.
I think he was drafted.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't pay enough attention to that in this movie. I was too busy asleep.
Yeah. But either way, a lot of military movies do it, and I'm like, if they volunteered, then I mean technically they did, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes, Saint Vincent is to me fantastic. I think this movie is one of the best movies that year, so it's the better Bill Murray movie. So yeah.
Yeah. So we Saint Vincent moving on.
But
so I'm glad that
but the best Bill Murray movie of that year is not on here.
What is that?
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, that was on part 1. So yeah.
Okay.
Did that actually move on?
Yeah, it actually moved on because like most of the
God, kids
of the panel besides me and Chris, we weren't big fans, but the rest of them were.
I think it's a great movie, so I think it probably should have moved on depending on what it was up against.
Yeah, so it'll be there, but we have Neighbors up against Lucy. Okay, and this time I think it's Steven first.
It'll probably not move on, but I'm going to go with Lucy.
Yeah, Chris.
I like Lucy, but this is where it stops. I like Neighbors a little more.
Yeah, I thought Lucy was very mediocre to me. So, but I had a lot of fun with Neighbors, especially
Rose Byrne is great.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Rose Byrne,
yes,
like she's great at comedy, and like I can't remember like what other comedy she's actually done besides that. But after seeing
Spy?
Oh yeah, Spy. Yeah. So
she's great in Spy.
Oh yeah.
Well, I remember at the time though that I was like, man, like she's really funny. I need to go check out some of her other comedies, and then I never did. So I need to go do that. so yeah, but so yeah, I'll vote Neighbors. But Wolf.
Justice for Pride, Neighbors.
Yeah. And Brian.
Neighbors.
Yeah, so it'll be Neighbors. All right.
Yeah, honestly, I think Rose Byrne is the funniest of everyone in that movie.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Yeah. We have Interstellar going up against Foxcatcher. All right. This one will be Chris. This one's interesting because I know you haven't even seen Foxcatcher.
No, and I just seriously need to sit down and give Interstellar a full try.
Yeah, you probably should. On a big screen with good sound if you can.
I have an amazing screen. I just need a better copy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Foxcatcher.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go Interstellar. Like I really like Foxcatcher, but it just gets a little weird for me. I mean, it's still good, but I like Interstellar better. So, Wolf?
Yeah, real quick, I want to show this off. My Nolan 4K.
Ooh, nice. That's cool.
Ooh, what?
It's a box set of like several Nolan films on 4K. And
that's cool. Yeah, nice.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, and it comes.
Yeah.
It comes with.
That's sexy.
It comes with Dunkirk, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, Inception, Interstellar, The Prestige, and yeah, that's pretty much
Ooh.
all the ones that
So, like,
Oh,
all
how
some
much
of
that
his
is.
best ones. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
so all in 4K. So it was really worth it.
Nice.
And so I rewatched Interstellar in 4K, and it was a beautiful looking movie in 4K. And I can actually rewatch it as opposed to Foxcatcher. So
Yeah.
so I'll give it to Interstellar.
Yeah,
It's rough, but I'm
Interstellar
gonna have to wait and get that.
is a little more watchable, yeah.
Yeah, I think I got it on Black Friday when it ended up.
It's $88
Yeah.
right now, but
Yeah.
still,
Oh yeah.
all those
Still,
movies on
yeah.
4K though. Hell yes.
Yeah, for
Oh yeah.
all 4Ks, it's not terrible. So, Brian, what do you think?
It's a seller.
Yeah. Steven?
Interstellar is the best movie of 2014, so I think it should go all the way here. So Interstellar.
Yeah. Interstellar, all right. Yeah, I think it's one of the best. Yeah, it's definitely up there for me. So, let's see. We have Peabody and Sherman in the second round. We're going up against While We're Young. And I'm first. And funny thing is, I saw Peabody and Sherman. I have not seen While We're Young, but that cast, I mean, just for Ben Stiller and Adam Driver alone, like I would watch this over like a lot of movies because
And Noah Baumbach too.
Yeah, right, yeah, and for Noah Baumbach because I'm a huge Ben Stiller fan. Like he's actually one of my favorite comedic actors. So like I think that he's hilarious. So I'll vote for While We're Young. Yeah, Wolf.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Peabody and Sherman was not good.
Yeah.
While We're Young is excellent. I think Noah Baumbach did a great job in this film. The cast is great. So yeah, While We're Young.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
Peabody Sherman.
Yeah. Steven.
You know what? I said before, I'll repeat that I'm hit or miss with Noah Baumbach, but my favorite movie of his is another one that he did with Ben Stiller, which was Greenberg.
Oh yeah.
So
Another one I haven't seen.
I'll try. I'll go with While We're Young.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say Marwood Stories for a second there when you said that.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. But Chris?
So I'm happy that Peabody and Sherman got a little more love, but between the two movies, I gotta be honest, While We're Young sounds like it's gonna be a better movie.
Yeah. But shout out to the original Peabody and Sherman cartoon. You should check that out if you have never seen it. It's pretty good. Yeah. We have Backcountry.
Out of curiosity, though, what did While We're Young be? Because I missed that round.
Oh yeah, While We're Young, that be Inherent Vice. so yeah, we're just not big fans of that one. I mean, well, at least I'm not. I won't speak for anyone else. I'm not. But we got Backcountry versus X-Men: Days of Future Past, which I mean, based on what Wolf had to say, most tempted to just put Days of Future Past through automatically, but
I'm okay with that.
there's some time. But is
I'm okay
anyone
with
else
that.
going to vote for Backcountry? We just
I'm
put it
certainly
through.
not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now because it's
No,
so
do
bad,
the-
I want to watch
The end of that
Backcountry.
song,
But
Yeah.
Wolf, did you like
Yeah.
Fall?
like a guilty
Did I like
pleasure or
Fall?
something.
So Fall is one of those films that I feel is like that ultimate guilty pleasure. Like,
Yes.
like I like. Yeah, it's not maybe the best made movie, but like I was entertained.
Like
Big time.
this, I mean, if it sounds like that, but that movie just blew me away. Like the directing, the writing, especially knowing that
yeah.
they use cameras at that height, legitimately.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, there's things
Sorry.
that there's things that I questioned in Fall where I was like, oh, well, come on, a character would do this, a character would do that, but like that at least like had levels of like intensity. Still, you were like on the edge of your seat when they.
Oh
got
yeah,
to
the whole
tower.
time.
But
What is this movie? I don't know what it is.
Have you never seen Fall?
It came out
No.
last year.
Fall
Okay.
is seriously one of the best movies to come out.
Yeah.
It blew me
Yeah,
away. Like
interesting.
I did not expect to love it like I did, or be on edge of
I-
my seat.
I haven't seen that, but that's a movie that just looking at the trailers, I probably should have seen on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The theater, when I watched it in the theater, it was like that ramped up the intensity for sure.
Well, like we'll have that in our like extreme like phobia, like afraid of heights movies with the walk and like some other ones like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I even caught it on the small screen, Wolf, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I haven't seen it again since theaters because I think I was that sweaty and I didn't want to have that experience again. But,
Well,
yeah.
Well, anyways, we have
Sorry.
Whiplash versus Deliver Us from Evil, and yeah, so and Wolf jumped off, so we'll I believe it's Brian first now since Wolf jumped off.
Easy Whiplash.
Yeah, Steven?
Deliver Us from Evil.
Ooh, all right,
Whiplash.
Chris. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Whiplash. That's right. You said that like part of it's kind of overrated to you, Steven. Yeah. So, got Paddington up against the Purge Anarchy. Ooh. I wish we had the Purge. I could go and just like take a machete to freaking Paddington, get him out of here. But we'll go to Steven. Which one do you want to go for?
Purge Anarchy.
Yeah. Chris?
Obviously, I'm going to go with Paddington. No, Purge Anarchy is a phenomenal film.
All right. Yeah.
And I have
No,
Purge Forever is the
no.
best of the series. By the way.
Yep. Yeah, the Purge Anarchy is the best of the Purge movies. So let's go Purge Anarchy. See you later, Paddington. You will not be in the championship. See you later.
Bye, Paddington. Thank
Bye
you for joining
bye.
us.
Take you and your marmalade sandwiches out to the pasture and shoot you with the shotgun. But Brian,
Really
what do you think?
God.
I have voted for
Do you not have any
Paddington.
heart? Did you not read
Oh,
Paddington
yeah, that's
as
right.
a kid?
Yeah, for Paddington.
It's a family
No.
film, and Jordan, you love family films. You say yourself.
Well, I love family films, but not this one. This one doesn't get me. I'm just
He
like,
hates-
yeah. I hate cute.
Kind of like
you
that
know,
Clifford the Big Red
No.
Dog. Oh my god, that
No,
movie
I'm
is
just kidding.
abysmal.
No. No, like I'll vote for like some other bear movie. Corduroy. Do we have a corduroy movie or something?
I was
Come
very
on.
late to that movie. Me
Yeah.
and Travis tried watching a Big Red Dog. That movie's
Oh, really?
horrible.
Well, looks like terrifying from the look of the big red dog. It looks kind of creepy. But we have John Wick versus Sicario. Frick. This one might be tough. It'll be Chris. Yeah.
This is where I'm going to vote for John Wick to shoot Sicario in the face 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Blow them all up with dynamite and bury
That's
them
right, you're
alive.
You're not a Sicario fan, yeah.
And set them on fire.
Yep. Well, this is where I leave you. Speaking of the one Chris watched, because I can't decide here. This one's tough, but but no, Sicario's in my top 128, but it's like pretty high. Like it's a lot closer to 128. So, but John Wick's in my top 5 of all time. So, well, actually, no, the first John Wick would be top 10. I believe John Wick 3, John Wick 3 is in my top 5, but this one's in top 10, so I'll vote John Wick. Brian?
John Wick has been a long tournament. Let's go with Sicario.
Yeah, sure. Steven?
You know, it would be really interesting to see who would win in a fight between Benicio del Toro's Alejandro versus John Wick.
Yeah,
John Wick
that
was
is true.
cut up in pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Never
that.
know. Yeah. It'd be tough.
Alejandro's pretty badass too.
Yeah.
I definitely would go. I guess without Wolfman, this is going to be a tie because I'm going with Sicario. Or is it a tie?
Yeah, it's a tie.
Oh, it is
and
a
the tiebreaker. And the tiebreakers, we've already had a couple. It goes to Chris. So what are you gonna do?
So guess what? Boom! Double guns get to blow Sicario away.
John
so
Wick.
it's
Yeah, I'm
John
actually happy
Wick.
about that. Let's go. Keanu Reeves for the win.
I don't know what that sounded like. What I should do.
I should have worn my Keanu Reeves shirt for this. I have a shirt with like all the
random
all different
segue.
characters. But
Jordan, I think you told me that whenever I take pictures, I usually do like the pointing gun or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I was posing for a picture because I sold a certain number of items at work, and I didn't do this or I didn't do this. And my boss goes, "What's wrong with you? You gotta do your hand gestures."
yeah. We should have done the full John Wick like
yes,
like fully out. Yeah, but
yeah.
We have How to Train Your Dragon 2 up against Boyhood. Okay, all right. And it'll be me first. You know what? I really like Boyhood, but I feel like we should have at least one animated movie move on. So
Yes.
I think How to Train Your Dragon 2 is a solid one. I've seen it and it's good. So yeah, let's go. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Brian?
How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. Steven?
Boyhood.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Chris?
How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. So we got one animated movie in the championship. So we still have Housebound going up against Mockingjay Part 1. So, and we're back to Brian. You want to go?
Let's go the underdog, Housebound.
Yeah. Steven.
Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1.
Yeah. Chris.
Housebound.
Ooh. So I have some power here because I guess it was a tiebreaker. But thing is, I'm not really passionate about either of these. Like Housebound was good, and like I would really recommend it if you haven't seen it. Like for any New Zealand movie that I've seen, like it's definitely probably like in the top 5. It's like not like I've seen a lot of New Zealand movies. I've only seen about 10, but it probably makes the like upper half of that. But and like Mockingjay, it's okay. So let's go Housebound. Let's have an underdog in there. Why not? Housebound in the championship. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it is free on Tubi to watch. You can watch it there. So yeah. Let's see. We have The Edge of Tomorrow up against Walking with the Enemy. Is anyone voting for Walking with the Enemy, or does anyone know what that is? We can just put through the Edge of Tomorrow.
Let's put through Edge of Tomorrow.
So, yeah. All right. Cool. We have The Theory of Everything going up against A Most Violent Year. All right. So this time, Steven, you'll be first.
Justice for Michael Keaton. Plus, I've actually seen A Most Violent Year. So, A Most Violent Year.
Yeah. Chris?
A Most Violent Year.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen A Most Violent Year, but I have seen The Theory of Everything. And it's good, but I don't know. To me, like, it is kind of slow and kind of drags a little bit. So I'll actually vote for The Most Violent Year because I want to try to watch it before the championship episode. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I'll go with The Most Violent Year. Yeah.
I think The Most Violent Year is A24, which I think a lot of A24 movies are on Showtime.
It's on HBO Max.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. The freaking Showtime. It's like I'll watch all the movies that I think I want to watch from Showtime. I'll be like, well, that's not a major streamer, so I'm going to cancel it. And then like the next 5 movies I want to watch are all on Showtime again. So
I want to watch the series of Bryan Cranston where he's a judge.
Oh, yeah.
Your Honor, yeah.
Yeah, Your Honor, yeah. But Brian, what are you going to vote for?
A Most Violent Year.
Ooh, nice. Clean sweep for A Most Violent Year. If my mouse wants to cooperate. We have The Final Girls. Actually sounds even cooler after Wolf's description when they get sucked into the movie and stuff.
And I really want to own it, actually.
Yeah. We're going up against Nightcrawler, which is tough. Ooh, because Nightcrawler is so good. So it'll be Chris first.
So, unlike the rest of you kids, I cannot stand Nightcrawler. So, I'm going to go with Final Girls.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal, and is it Diane Lane or like who's the other actress in that? I might be way off. I can't remember. Was it Renee Russo? I don't know. It's like
No,
one of
yeah,
those
Renee
ones.
Russo, I think.
Oh,
is
Renee
the
Russo
movie.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and she's great in the movie too. So yeah, man. Well, the only reason why I'm voting for the Final Girls is because I want to watch it before the championship. So this will give me another reason to watch it. But I do think Nightcrawler's awesome, and like it probably deserves to be there. But I'm going to go for
Riz
Final
Ahmed, isn't
Girls.
it? Bill Paxton, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yes. But Brian, what do you think?
Final Girls.
Yeah, Steven.
Guess I'm tying it up because I'm going with Nightcrawler.
Ooh, well, actually, no, because Chris voted for Final Girls, me and Brian.
Oh,
So
okay.
so it'll be Final Girls, and actually that means both of our oopsie picks that we put back in here are going to make it into the championship. So that's cool. Yeah. All right. That'll be the end of that. So everything here is going to be in the championship episode. So now we can just have some fun and just get to a winner. Maybe see what some of the favorites might be. So you don't have to. You can still vote however you want. You can be serious or not. It really doesn't matter. So we have Top Gun Maverick up against Selma. All right. So it'll be me first, and this one's pretty easy. I got to go Top Gun Maverick. Brian?
You muted.
Brian? Oh, you muted. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm Paul Stevens.
Yeah. Yep. We all got to do it once, except for I never do it because I don't really ever mute myself. But Steven?
Sure, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. Chris?
I gotta go with Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, let's go Top Gun Maverick. Because for me, I think Top Gun Maverick takes so many things that the original did, and it just does them way better.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, like even where they're playing football instead of a homoerotic volleyball scene, like just a lot of things. Yeah, where they're trying to build team unity, but like that's the purpose of it. Yeah, but
See,
yeah,
hearing you say
got,
homoerotic is hilarious.
Yeah. Well, it's basically what it is, playing with the boys. Yeah, but we have $1 Million Arm and St. Vincent, so this time it'll be Brian first.
St. Vincent.
Yeah, St. Vincent, and he has it right there. Nice. Steven.
St. Vincent.
Yeah. Chris.
St. Vincent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vincent. Vincent. Yeah. So. Yeah, that movie was actually really good. All right, we got Neighbors up against Interstellar. All right. So it'll be Steven first.
Interstellar.
Yeah. Chris? Yeah. This one's a little closer, but I think Interstellar. Yeah. Brian?
Neighbors.
Ooh, so we have another tie since Wolf isn't here. And actually, Brian, you have the tiebreaker this time.
Let's go Neighbors.
Yes.
Ooh, Neighbors. All right.
Yes.
Neighbors it is.
It made me so happy. Although I say that, but I really seriously need to rewatch Interstellar. Okay.
Yeah, you should rewatch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll still be there in the championship.
Knowing my luck, Whiplash is going to win tonight.
Probably. Actually, I don't want to say probably, maybe. But While We're Young versus X-Men Days of Future Past. And it'll be Chris first.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I'm going to go X-Men Days of Future Past, yeah. Brian?
It's number 138, X-Men.
Yeah. Steven?
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah, we go X-Men. All right. All right, so that's that. And just to remind everyone that might be tuning in, we're not going to have a poll that we usually have over in the Showdown Friends and Family for the V8. We'll save that for the championship, so you can see it on like Saturday. it'll probably be up a day after that. So we got Wolf back.
Sorry about that. My internet acted dumb there.
Oh, it's all good. No worries. We have Whiplash going up against the Purge Anarchy. So we're already into the Elite Eight. So, well, the winners of these will be the Elite Eight. So,
come on, Purge Anarchy beat Paddington.
Right.
Yep. They beat Paddington. Yes. So it'll be me first on this one, and yeah, like Steven said, let's go Whiplash. I don't know if it's gonna win it all, but maybe. But yeah. Wolf, what do you think?
I feel I should get a vote on the Paddington thing since I'm my internet.
No, it's too late.
Too late.
It's already been done.
Dumb. It would have maybe gotten in if I was still here though.
It probably would have.
Yeah.
You never know.
But this one is no contest. I don't even know why we're even playing it. Like, while we're even having around here. Like,
well, some people on this panel may not be as high on Whiplash. Right? Yeah. Certain person. But
certain person.
Yeah. So you're running Whiplash, Wolf?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Brian.
Justice for Paddington, Whiplash.
Yeah. Steven?
Purge Anarchy.
Yeah.
So I love the movie Whiplash. As you guys know, I finally watched it and blew me away. But Purge Anarchy is incredible. It's one of the best Purge movies. So I'm gonna go with that.
Ooh.
I love Frank Grillo as that role.
Well, it's close though, but yeah, it'll be Whiplash.
Right. But I'm not disappointed by that. Like, I freaking love Whiplash. Whiplash blew me away.
Yeah. But we have John Wick going up against How to Train Your Dragon 2. So two very different but pretty popular movies. So
this one hurts.
We'll go with Wolf.
Did
You're
you
first.
see what also died, Wolf?
Sicario. Yeah. Chris.
Okay,
well, Chris had the tiebreaker, so
I got the double gun it.
I mean, man, I don't know. That's like that's a hard one. But so it was John Wick that beat Sicario, or
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be a cool idea though to have a movie with John Wick versus Sicarios Alejandro.
Oh
yeah.
That's cool.
True.
But I don't know how I mean, John Wick is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but like, is it Sicario amazing? I don't know about that, but
maybe I don't know.
That's just. That's my personal opinion. But
well, what are we gonna vote for here?
But I will say that the most amazing out of these two is How to Train Your Dragon 2. That film just blew my socks off. And it's one of the best sequels ever made, period. So, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. Steven.
Whoever wins this round will go up against the winner of Housebound versus Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And I think Edge of Tomorrow does no matter what it ends up going up against.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not crazy about John Wick. I like John Wick. I'm not crazy about it. So I don't care which of the two ends up winning. But I'll go with John Wick because I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 2.
But you said don't care.
Well, Chris, what do you think?
This is probably one of the toughest votes actually of the night for me because I love the John Wick series, but God, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is like the first movie was so good, but then like they just wow, yeah. I'm gonna go with How to Train Your Dragon 2.
See, you had nothing to worry about.
Well, I did because I'm a huge John Wick fan. I would have gone with John Wick, but it'll be How to Train Your Dragon 2. Yeah.
Let me ask you though: have you seen How to Train Your Dragon 2? Or
I have, yeah. So I've seen
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Super 1 and 2, but I haven't seen the third one yet. So yeah, something to see
Third one's
number
really good
3.
too.
Yeah, but we have Housebound.
You know a trilogy is good when like the third film is maybe the weakest, but it's like still phenomenal.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, we got Housebound versus Edge of Tomorrow, so it could be easy, but we'll go around once. So it'll be let's see. I don't know who's first. I think it's Brian. So
I'll go with. Let's go with Anarchy Housebound.
Yeah. Some Anarchy. Steven.
You know, I'm anarchy's cool sometimes, but not in this case.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris.
This is tough. I mean, like, you know what? Never mind. Edge of Tomorrow is incredible, and I really hope one of these days in hell we get a sequel.
Yeah.
I still loved the idea I heard of what the title would be, which is Live, Die, Repeat, Repeat.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But well, like, wouldn't it have been cool if we would have had Sicario go through, because then we could have had an Emily's Blunt character from that go up against her character from Edge of Tomorrow. That would have been cool.
Y'all chose. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm a huge John Wick fan, so I'm not mad about that, because now John Wick's in the championship. But here, yeah, Housebound was a fun watch, but yeah, it's got to be The Edge of Tomorrow. Like, I just think, like, for like Chris, I mean, sorry, for I don't know why I'm saying Chris, for Tom Cruise, and then Emily Blunt is just so badass in this, like she's so cool, and then Bill Paxton in this too.
Yeah, that's right. Bill Paxton plays in this.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I wish I could remember the line that he says. Like, every time that he repeats the same day, he says like the same line over and over. When you watch it, it'll get stuck in your head. But it's been about a year or actually probably about 2 years since
I need to rewatch that movie.
Yeah, but I'm gonna vote Edge of Tomorrow. So, Wolf.
I was talking about titles. The original title for this movie was going to be the title of the manga, which is All You Need Is Kill.
Oh yeah,
it's a manga?
You're right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a manga of Edge of Tomorrow apparently.
Is it a whole series or?
I think it is.
Oh,
that's what it's based off of. I never read.
All You Need Is
manga,
Kill, which
the
like.
Edge of Tomorrow's on 4K. I need it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do have to pick that up on 4K.
Which
sorry,
like any of these titles, like, actually work for me. I'm actually happy with like any of them. So
yeah.
Dude, 2014 is was a phenomenal film year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been so many good movies.
Like, it's
like, we're not running into very many bad movies here like we have on some other years. So yeah.
Oh yeah. No Mordecai's this year.
Yeah. No Mordecai's. You.
I know I'm being a holy defender.
Yeah.
What's another time I got so pissed off of you, Wolf?
And the Mordecai is one of your favorite movies of all time, Chris. That could be
I think it's when I told Wolf to fuck off.
Yeah. We going for Edge of Tomorrow, Wolf? Is that what you're?
I'm actually, just because I know it's not going to win, I wanted to show some love to Housebound.
Yeah.
That little love.
And I really do want to check out Housebound
for that. Yeah, it's really
You
good.
should. It's free on Tubi, so you can watch it there. So,
and yeah, Megan definitely surprised me because I heard very mixed things about it, and wow.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think? Oh yeah, you voted for Housebound, so yeah. So, but just by a hair or by an edge, it'll edge it out here. It'll be the Edge of Tomorrow. So, we have A Most Violent Year going up against the Final Girls. The Final Girls made it in there, beat out Nightcrawler. So yeah.
Whoa! I am about that. Wow.
Yeah, same here.
Well,
yeah,
you did a good enough job championing Final Girls that
Yeah. The
Okay,
Final Girls. Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah. So on this time it'll be Steven first for Final Girls versus The Most Violent Year. So when are you gonna go for?
A most violent year.
Yeah. Chris.
I'm gonna go with Final Girls.
Yeah, and just because I haven't seen a most violent year, well, actually, I haven't seen Final Girls either. I was gonna use that, but that doesn't work if you haven't seen them both. So that makes it a little tougher. But I think it's still gonna go with the Final Girls. So yeah. Wolf.
And I'm gonna keep on riding this Final Girls train and keep it going.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go
Keep
all
it
the way.
going. Yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think?
Final Girls.
Yeah, so it'll be the Final Girls moving on. We'll see if the Final Girls gets to the final. I don't know, but yeah, so we have an Elite 8, so the next ones will be in our Final 4. So first one, we got Top Gun Maverick going up against St. Vincent. Yeah. So it'll be Chris first.
Top Gun Maverick.
Man, like this one's tough because like I like Top Gun Maverick better, but like I almost kind of want to champion St. Vincent, but nah, I think I'm gonna still go with Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. Wolf.
Well, I'm gonna go with the actual 2014 movie, which is St. Vincent.
Yeah.
And also, like, what did St. Vincent beat out to get into the Final Four or final?
It beat out the $1 Million Arm.
$1 Million Arm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with St. Vincent.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think?
Top Gun Wild Turbine. St. Vincent has it, so St. Vincent.
Ooh, well, it's down to you, Steven. What's it gonna be?
Come on, Steven. The 2014 movie or 2022?
What's the better movie? Which one do you like better?
Well, I haven't seen St. Vincent, but you know what? I think Top Gun Maverick gets too much praise, so I'll go with St. Vincent.
Ooh, St. Vincent is moving on. All right. But
okay, I'm not mad. That's a good movie.
We'll see these movies in the championship, so I'm not too worried. But we have Neighbors up against X-Men: Days of Future Past. So,
same movie.
Yeah, yeah, the same movie, except for one's a slapstick comedy. But and it'll be me first. Yeah, I gotta go with X-Men: Days of Future Past. That movie's great because I just love how they merged like the old school cast with the new school. It just works for me. So, Wolfman.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Goodbye Neighbors. X-Men: Days of Future Past is just incredible. So.
Yeah. Who needs neighbors? Like, worry about yourself. Don't worry about your neighbors. Yeah. Brian.
This is a tough one. Neighbors.
No, I'm actually
those neighbors are in the past now.
Yeah. Well, like I'm actually really glad that I have neighbors because like it's been snowing a lot where I live, like so much so that we're using our snow blower and we didn't realize that there were some rocks underneath and it hit some of the rocks and for whatever reason our snow blower won't work. So just out of nowhere, without him saying anything, our neighbor came over. After we got about a foot of snow here, and he snow blowed our whole entire driveway. So I brought him some cookies. So we're being very neighborly like that. So yeah. but Steven, what do you think?
I don't think Neighbors even should have gotten this far. So I'll go with X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yeah, Neighbor B, Interstellar. Ugh. Yeah. So it'll be Days of Future Past. Yeah. Did you vote, Chris? I forget. I just want to make sure.
No, I've not. X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Days of Future Past. I think that's it over there. Okay. Now we have Whiplash versus How to Train Your Dragon 2. Ooh, it's getting tough. And let's see. It'll be Wolfman first.
Wolfman.
Yeah.
Fuck me. It's me.
Yeah. This one's tough. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's not easy.
I don't know if this one's won. This is my logic. I don't know if the other one's won a tournament, but I know Whiplash won Ross's tournament when he did his top 64.
Oh yeah.
So I know it has won a tournament.
Yeah.
So even though Whiplash was my second favorite movie of 2014, I am gonna again see how far I can go with this. Show some love to How to Train Your Dragon 2 because I don't believe it's won a tournament.
I don't think so. Yeah,
It has all.
And it is something to keep in mind because when we reach our 200th episode, we're going to be doing a big 128 tournament of all the 128 unique winners of all these tournaments. So we're going to do a 3-part series. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and we can vote for any reason. And even though I like Whiplash a little better, I'm gonna show it some love because it had to give it a chance at winning this tournament. So
yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think?
Same logic as Wolfman. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. Steven? What do you think?
I'll go with How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. Chris?
I'll go with How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Well, for me, I'll be the lone vote for Whiplash just because, like, I think the How to Train Your Dragon would get a tad overrated. They're so good, but for me, I'm just not like 10 out of 10. I'm more like 8 out of 10 or something like that. So I'm still high on them, but yeah, but it'll
like
be
more than Paddington.
Yeah, I like them more than Paddington for sure. Like I'll vote for those way over Paddington. Yeah, definitely. But we have The Edge of Tomorrow up against The Final Girls. Ooh. All right. So this time it'll be Brian first. So what do you got?
I'll go Final Girls.
Ooh. All right. Steven.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Nope. Sorry. It'll be Edge of Tomorrow and Final Girls.
Oh. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
no. Edge of Tomorrow.
I thought you were making a joke for a minute.
Wow.
No, I was looking at the screen and I saw.
He hates both movies so much that he didn't want to.
Yeah, he's like,
basically.
like neither. Yeah.
Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Final Girls.
Yeah. Well, Chris.
Well, I'm gonna keep that Final Girls train going.
Yeah. Sounds good. For much as I want to keep it going, I don't think Edge of Tomorrow's ever won a tournament, so I want to show some love to that. So yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Edge of Tomorrow. So, Wolf.
Well, you know what else has never won a tournament? Final Girls. And
yeah, that is true.
It's gonna continue its
all right
streak.
It'll be the Final Girls moving on in the Final Four. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll see if it actually ends up in the finals for the Final Girls. But yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, we have our.
That is ridiculous. How to Train Your Dragon 2 versus Final Girls.
Yeah. But first, over on the left, we have St. Vincent up against X-Men Days of Future Past, which I believe that none of these have ever won a tournament before. I don't think so. So they're all going to be unique winners. So it'll be Chris first for X-Men Days of Future Past versus St. Vincent.
This is not even fair. Seriously, is not.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah, for me, it's actually pretty easy. I got to go X-Men Days of Future Past. So, Wolfman.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for me too. I'm not knocking St. Vincent. I really like that film a lot, but Days of Future Past blew me away. So
yeah, same. Brian.
St. Vincent.
Ooh, all right. He's gonna keep champion St. Vincent. He's the one that actually got it on in the bracket. So and it made the Final Four. So that's pretty good. So Steven.
Well, my movie didn't make it past the first round in part one. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I didn't think
Which
I didn't-
movie was that?
that was I Origins.
Oh yeah. When you
No, I knew
talked about
nobody.
it.
I knew nobody would have seen that movie. So
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised you guys, Malcolm, and you guys actually put that in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, like Malcolm, and like it was like that was one of Steven's picks because when it came up, we're like, what? Like, what is that? Yeah.
And you know what the funny thing is, Jay, I saw the part. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw Jacob saying, "Does I Origins have a big elevator scene?" And the funny thing is, it actually kind of does.
It does?
Really?
It does have a big
That's funny.
elevator scene.
That's funny. Yeah, we're like talking about the best elevator scenes. Yeah, but
Yes.
Although it's more Final Destination 2 than whatever than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But what are you gonna
But
vote
as far
for
as
here?
this, X-Men Days of Future Past.
Ooh, all right. X-Men Days of Future Past in the finals here. So we have How to Train Your Dragon 2 up against Final Girls. So and this time it'll be me first. You know what? I'm not like 10 out of 10 like I said on How to Train Your Dragon, and the Final Girls is intriguing. So let's go with Final Girls. Let's get it in there. Wolf, what do you think?
Because the movie is already so meta, it's girls going to a movie, they get stuck inside the movie, they have to find. I think it's meta to put Final Girls into the finals.
Yep.
So as much as I love How to Train Your Dragon 2, I'm sticking with the Final Girls.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think?
How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah. Steven.
Final Girl, Steven.
Well,
Sure, I haven't seen either. So, but the Final Girls, sure.
yeah, yeah. Chris.
Final Girls.
Oh, so Final Girls in the finals. There we go. Boom. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. So we have the Final Girls versus X-Men Days of Future Past. So
This is what I expected. I'm like, holy sh.
yeah, and it'll be Wolf first, so which one you gonna vote for? Yeah, zoom it in.
So-
Final Girls, baby.
Oh, I'm gonna see if it can pull it off. This will be its comeback story for not making the 2015 tournament.
Yeah.
To win this whole damn tournament tonight, and that is Final Girls. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah.
Brian, Final
Oh,
Girls,
girls.
baby.
Well, Brian, what are you gonna vote for?
Let's go back to Final Girls.
Ooh, yeah.
Final Girls.
Steven?
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Chris?
Final Girls.
Wow, because I would have gone with X-Men Days of Future Past because the thing is, like I've actually seen X-Men Days of Future Past and it's great. I've never seen the Final Girls, so I'm not gonna vote for it in the championship. But it is gonna win. So yeah, I got enough votes to win. The Final Girls, there it is.
The comeback story.
Yeah.
Hey, although I
comeback,
know
underdog.
I've been bad mouthing it. I mean, actually do like Whiplash, but I'm also glad it didn't win. Too.
Yeah.
Let
Well-
me just say, this is an example of like good word of mouth. I was able to sell you guys on this film so much that it was able to push this to the win, and it just makes me so happy because this was on the 2015 tournament, and it's like and this is like the comeback story of the little movie that could. So
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
but the
so
thing is,
happy.
as far as the finals go, like I'll vote for I'll vote for a movie I haven't seen in other matches. But as far as
Yeah.
the finals go,
Same.
I
No,
will only
and-
the
and
only
I-
way I will vote for a movie I haven't seen is if it's either A, up against another movie I haven't seen, or it's up against a movie that I think is trash.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because
and I agree, but like I'm like I probably when it comes to the championship, I've seen Final Girls. I'll still try to champion for it, but like if it's up against something really really good, I may vote against it. But I just wanted it to win like an actual tournament, and it did. And I'm just very
Absolutely, buddy.
Well, I'll definitely watch it before the championship episode Friday because I'm going to watch anything that's in the Elite Eight. So I just wanted to just take a look and see if
what all
that I
made
haven't
the Elite Eight?
seen in it because we have for the for the Sweet 16 actually I'm gonna go by the Sweet 16. So because those are the ones that are going to be in there. So for our Sweet 16 we have, and I'm getting pop-ups here on my screen. Hang on. Yeah. So. We have Top Gun Maverick. We have Selma. We have $1 Million Arm, St. Vincent. I've seen all those Neighbors. We have X-Men Days of Future Past. And then on the other side, I'll start from the bottom. We have The Final Girl and A Most Violent Year. Those are two movies I haven't seen, so I'll be watching both of those. And we have The Edge of Tomorrow.
What I hate is that I'm closing on Saturday, so I will not be a part of your guys' final
It's
championship.
on Friday, actually. Friday.
Yeah, it'll be on Friday. So yeah.
Oh.
So if you're
Friday
available Friday
to 11.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I'll check.
We have Housebound, which might be one that a lot of people haven't seen. I just watched it, but we have How to Train Your Dragon 2, John Wick. We have what is that one? I need to zoom in. That's no, it's The Purge Anarchy. So yeah, so that one's there and Whiplash. So I got 2 movies to watch: Most Violent Year and Final Girl. So yeah, I will definitely do that. So
I gotta find out where to watch Final Girls.
I think I don't know. I'll have to look it up and if you find out where it's streaming, let me know so I can watch it. But yeah, that was a fun time, guys. Yeah, that'll do it for tonight. So yeah, not too bad on the time either. So just over 3 hours. So for us, that's pretty good. For anyone tuning in, like this is about right. So yeah, but we'll just do some plugs really quick, and that'll do it for us tonight. So we'll start with Wolfman. Where can we find you?
So you can find me on my YouTube channel, Mega Movies, where I do movie reviews, rankings, all that. Just so many cool videos, and with Scream 6 coming out, I am doing a Scream 5 review, like literally either right after this or like early tomorrow morning. So you guys can catch that. And then I will be doing my to finish off my review series. I will be, which I am behind on because work, girlfriend, several other things, all kind of coming into play. But I'm going to get it all done for you guys. Scream 6 is going to come out. I'm going to do a review this weekend for that. So y'all can stay tuned for that. And then I'll do a Scream ranking, and then ranking the Ghostface killers this week. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Well,
and then with the Oscars this Sunday, I'm also going to be covering that. So y'all can stay tuned for that and much, much more. So
yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and if your girlfriend's into horror movies, that could be a good date night to Scream 6,
Yeah, she actually, like, we literally just talked about it tonight, and she's seen the first 4 Scream movies, but she's like, still wants to go. So I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
Cool. Well, yeah, because
I've seen the first 4. I mean, I would think you should probably see 5 before, you like, out of all
the
it's
kind of directly related.
5 is
it is
the one you would need to see.
But horror movies are always great for a date because when they get scared, you can cuddle up and like hold them, like hold me, I'm scared, like all that.
Yes.
Yep. So, but Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, I do trivia most of spaces. Jake Pilsley, be Richie most of the time. I think I'm playing this on Friday before the championship, which I'm going to be part of on Friday. I'm in the ASAT tournament for Matt matches against Nick Hernandez. I do trivia on No Pickle Network sometimes. Judging debates, sometimes rank them, and sometimes on here.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. Well, Steven, where can we find you?
I'll be on Rankum on Sunday, where we will be ranking all the Creed and Rocky movies.
Who else will be
Cool.
on with you?
Yeah.
Oh, who else is on? Let's see. You've got Henry and Tato and Matthew Kearns and Matt. I can't pronounce his last name. Sorry.
No.
And of course,
all right.
obviously, it's Malcolm Show. So Malcolm.
Matt Majot, is that the one that you're thinking?
Yes.
Of? Yeah. Yeah. Used to do a channel with him, so I had to learn how to pronounce his name. so yeah. It's a pretty big panel, like a bigger one than most for that one. So yeah. Cool. So, well, Chris, where can we find you?
Well, first off, I want to give a shout out to Travis, who had to tune in late.
Oh, cool.
It was his
Nice.
grandfather's birthday, but so happy birthday to your grandfather, man. Dude, thank
What's
you
up,
for tuning
Travis?
in. Yeah, Travis, I'm trying to push him eventually to some of our accounts so he can comment live. Maybe join us sometime. Even
at the very least,
the same camera. I don't know.
At the very least, if he wants to chime in, like in the comments, like just do something like that. Yeah, that's a good way to dip your toe into it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, I know I promoted my Twitch last time, but let's kind of go with the socials. So you can follow me over on Twitter at writer_84. You can follow me on Instagram at cscott1128.
Nice.
And you can follow me on TikTok, where I'm doing more movie reviews. Like, I'm trying to watch more and more movies on there. Casablanca Kid. And I recently watched two reviews. I did one for Megan, and I did one for When You Leave. I think it was
This is where I leave you.
Yes, then we'll be away. Oh my gosh, yeah, so good.
Well, now you can have a couple movies to watch, because from the director of Megan is Housebound, and then you can also watch The Final Girls. So yeah,
absolutely.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, cool. Well,
but guys, I'm glad I was able to join you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Even if you hate There Will Be Blood, it's always great to have you.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind, because I've only seen the first 10 minutes anyways. But yeah. So Chris is always our like kind of like wild card panelist, because this schedule is always changing. So
it's so chaotic.
Usually has to jump on last minute if we have some open spots. So we appreciate it, because we had a couple of people drop out last minute, and funny enough, mostly Malcolm, because his he had to go cover some shifts.
Yeah, the joy of working grocery and then us still being shorthanded, so it's like. Yeah, my schedule is all over the place. So as soon as I know my new schedule, I'll definitely hit you with it, and hopefully I can jump on one or even two shows next week.
Yeah.
What it looks like.
We'll let you know what we have coming up here in a second, because so we've been doing some trivia on the channel. We have the Seen and Heard movie trivia. Currently, our current champion is Moose Haas. He's defended 2 times now. So the next goal is to try to take him down. We have another episode that'll be this upcoming Monday, which I gotta kind of scramble to put it together quick. Usually these episodes take me about 2.5 weeks to put together. I got to do it in like a matter of like 4 or 5 days, like something like that. So yeah, but for right now, we also have the trivia live on our YouTube channel, because we were going to make it a Patreon thing, but we're not getting any copyright strikes, and until we do, we're going to leave it up on the YouTube channel so you guys can see the episode. So we have that episode there, but I am still going to upload them over to the Patreon. I just haven't gotten the second episode uploaded, just in case like we ever get one. We'll have to take it down, and then it'll be over on the Patreon. I'm already ready to go. So yeah, but and then also over on our Patreon, if you go to patreon.com/moviehero, or if you go up in the banner that you see above you, you can see a little icon over in in the bottom right hand corner, there's a little link to the Patreon. There's a link to the Venmo for the channel. We even have a GoFundMe because why not? So if you want to support our channel, we want to continue to bring you bigger and better content. We want to eventually do some travel vlogs. We want to upgrade our studios, like a bunch of different things. So all the money that you donate goes right back into the channel. And also, if you donate anything, even $1, I'll throw you one of my one sheet movie posters from my time working in the movie theater. So if you'd like to see one of those, just donate any amount. Actually, just donate anything. So yeah, and you can have those for way cheaper than you can find them online, because those things go for a pretty penny. Some of them go from anywhere from like $50 all the way to as much as like $1,000, depending on what the movie is. I mean, usually older ones, but it depends, you know. So, and then you can find us just on all the social media at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on my personal Instagram. You can see below, that's Jordan83616, where I post a decent amount of content there. And then also just what's coming up. Here's a little preview of what we have coming up for tournament fights and tier ranker. So we have our championship that we already talked about Friday. So it'll be Friday at the same time at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be the Sweet 16 from this episode and from Monday's episode. So we'll get to a winner of 2014. Then on a Sunday, we don't always do an episode Sunday, but we do have one this Sunday that's going to be Malcolm Lay's Top 128 Favorite Movies Part 2. So that'll be on Sunday. Then on Monday, we'll be doing Best Movie Teams. So it'll be like, which team do you like better? Like, speaking of like X-Men, do you like the X-Men better? Do you like the Avengers better? Do you like the kids from the Sandlot versus the kids from the Goonies, or like whatever? Like just like different groups of ensemble cast type of thing. So we have that coming up, and then we also will be doing Best Found Footage in movies. So that'll be 1 week from this Friday.
Oh,
then
please have me join for that one.
Yeah.
I want that
actually. Funny enough, I already have you down, Wolfman. And if you're free, we got a spot for you, so you can just send me your schedule, Chris. So just let me know when with that. Yeah. And then we have Steven Shepard's a top 128 championship coming up, so we still got to get to a final championship for him. So that's coming up on Tuesday, March 21st. Then we also are doing the A24 versus Neon, and yes, Wolf, we already have you down for the A24 one. Actually, we'll have to talk afterwards. I was hoping maybe you could put together the majority of the list, at least, maybe for that. So.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to.
Yeah. Because
those two studios are my jams. So.
Yeah, sounds good. And then we also have Best Animated Movies from 1989 and earlier as a tier ranker. So it's going to be a part of our.
Hopefully, like to be in that one.
Yeah, because we're gonna do it as part of our ongoing series for animation. We've been doing every a decade, once a month, and yes, Brian, we already have you down to be a part of that one. So yeah, but we'll see Brian back for that one because he's a big animation guy. So, but on March 31st, it'll be Austin's birthday. So we're doing Austin's Mystery Tournament. There's no topic. He just picked 64 movies at random, and then he's going to have a tournament, and we're just going to vote on whatever movies that he picks. And funny enough, I'm going to do the exact same thing for my birthday. My birthday is April 30th, so a month later, but I'm going to do it as a tier ranker for mine. So it'll be a little way to mix it up a little bit. So like basically mine will be all movies that I've seen before, but I have a website that I use called Flickchart that I always try to champion, and you can just randomize all the movies that I've seen before, and then whatever movies pop up, that's what's going to be in the tier ranker, and we're going to go with 50. I'm going to do a little preview show where like you can see me actually doing the randomizers. You can see me
that'd be fun.
Picking the first 50 movies, so you can see that it is in fact legitimately random. So yeah. And then also we have an April Fool's episode coming up. I'm not going to say what it is, though. That's going to be a complete and total surprise, but we will be doing something.
What it's gonna be is it's gonna be a versus matchup. It's gonna be Jack and Joe versus Cat in the Hat and arguing.
Which is
absolutely,
which is the best cinematic masterpiece of all time.
Jack and Joe versus Cat in the Hat versus The Room with Tommy Wiseau.
Yes,
a bunch of those movies.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we're gonna do.
yeah, right. But and then also too, when the movie Air comes out coming up soon, we're going to be doing a Matt Damon versus Ben Affleck versus. So speaking of the versus match, we have that coming up. So
that'll be a fun one to be part of too.
Yeah, so that'll be a little preview of what we have coming up for the channel. So. And if you'd like to be on any episodes, you can just hit me up. You can DM me. You can let me know if you want to be on. We have some open spots. Some episodes are already full, but not all of them. So you can let me know. And if you go over to our Facebook group, the Schwartz Friends and Family, I posted the schedule over there, so you can see a list of some movies to sign up for. But also, if you sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/moviehero, there's an extended schedule over there. You can see an extra 2 months worth if you want to get a little extended look at the schedule. So yeah. So
but you gotta pay for the $5 tier, right?
Yeah, you got to pay for the $5 tier. Yep. So you got to be at least $5. There's a $1 tier that'll just be for the trivia. If we ever get a copyright strike, you can go watch that for $1. But for right now, so the trivia is still free on the channel. So yeah, But yeah, I think that'll do it for us tonight, though. That was a fun time. So I'm glad we have all of our movies for our championship. So championship on Friday will just be a half bracket, so it'll be a little shorter show than usual. It'll be fun though, because it's nice to have some short ones every once in a while. So yeah, but that will do it. So thanks again, guys, and for the Wolfman, for Brian, for Steven, for Chris, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.